Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
He was with her.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in after your fall. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in after your fall right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I swear I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I'm some other rapper on the city. That nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having them. Ever since that I was ill, yeah, I came up like an ape and I was never skrill. But never ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I rise you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killing, I wanna grind, got money in my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping and jamming, I'm trying to eat. All around the world, I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. Remember my time, I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, now I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna call me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami, I'm out there doing this video shooting on the Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she on the street with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's all look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this solo. That's why I ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
Not very famous, you don't know me. But I'll get there someday. My name is Jay. What's your name? Huh? Ellen, what do you do? Ellen. Make music. I'm on my way to performance in Brooklyn at the new Brooklyn Arena. Yeah. Oh, 8 shows actually. This is the last show. This is the 8th show. Yes. I'm proud of you. We don't like this. Already got it. Okay. JayZ.
Late night crew, what the fuck going on, man? Are we in this motherfucker? I think we are. You can say what's up to you, boy. Oh, it's good to be back on a Monday. Third shift gang, what's happening, cuz? I'm living large, I'm living life. They hating on me, boys that's in my hood, hey. Scott Johnson, Miss George, Bob Janice, we in this motherfucker. Jerry, Clee, what's happening? Tracy, what it do? Steven, what's happening, cuz? Napper, we in this bitch. Joe Sue, what up, though? Nana, we in this motherfucker. Guess this is how we do it. Hey, JayZ, You gonna have to dial some of this aggression back, nigga. You wasn't this mad when motherfucking Ether came out, nigga. You was not this mad. Javon Barksdale, drive safe. Joy was happening. Shout out to my running mate. For God the Son, got boys out here getting 70 pieces. Yeah, Javon, you missed that, cousin. Me and Forgotten both at the top, both with 70 pieces. It was no sauce either. I was not giving out sauce. I was charging $5 for sauce. Not even extra sauce, just one sauce, $5. Morgan, what's happening? We in this motherfucker. Morgan, I was damn near going to invite you somewhere, but I lost. The Oklahoma City Thunder had like a raffle, like get some raffle tickets for like sweet for the game tomorrow, like for charity. I believe we lost. But because it was like for you and 12 friends, I'm like, I don't know fucking 12 people in this motherfucker. I know like 5 people. So that's why I was like, I'm probably for sure gonna win just off the strength that I don't have 12 people to invite. Oh, for sure, Javon, because we got to run with our matching Christmas sweaters. Pause. I'm out there with the matching Christmas sweater, bro. I'm getting 70 pieces and dancing on them hoes singing Christmas carols. KS Dub, what's happening? Mr. Fields, what it do? Big, what's happening, cuz? I would turn this beat off, but this shit go hard. Diddy took a mad aggressive approach that we got to talk about. I'm kind of confused. I don't know, or did I say Diddy? Diddy, Jigga, same thing. What we are beginning to learn, apparently it's the same thing. No Jigga. Are y'all about to start saying no Jigga? Are y'all going? That's what I want to know. Are we about to start saying no Jigga, or is it too soon? We need more proof. Need a little more evidence before we start saying no Jigga. He said an LNC Christmas choir. They gonna be mad because we gonna be knocking on doors and throwing Semtex in that bitch. She said no camel. No camel. You niggas is mad. You wanna call me a camel, but I'm mashing the drought. What the fuck am I animal? No camel, nigga. Jay, I ain't even gonna lie. Tonight, I'm gonna be a tad on the flagrant side, and I don't want you to get mad because I know how you like to get mad and you be all on some hoe shit or whatever. Like, there's no need to be on hoe shit, nigga. It's just your turn. From what I hear, it's just your turn. Now, I will say this. They said you was on demon time, and now you dealing with, like, demon shit. So, I did want to point that part out. How accurate is that? It's debatable. No Jenny from the block? Maybe Jenny from the block was in that room, though. That is a possibility that Jenny from the block was in that room. But JayZ has filed a motion to dismiss, which we're going to get to in a second. But I need JayZ, whatever. I need for all of us to be on the same page, Jay. So let's get on the same page, Jay. Can we get on? See, this is why I be getting mad. I be trying to understand why we as a people, we have a problem getting on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Why do... Fuck it. But no. But let me say this first, Jay. I want. You know what? Never mind, Jay. Fuck it. You got it. You got it, Jay. We'll talk later. That is what I'm on with you tonight. Boom, boom. Fuck JC. What's up, niggas? That's the greatest motherfucking... Shout out Don Black. That is the greatest diss record of all time. That's the greatest start to a diss record. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. What's up, niggas? I know you ain't talking shit. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. That nigga took a swipe at Nas. He was feeling himself, nigga. Jay was like, nigga, man, fuck nigga. Esco trash. Oh, nigga. JayZ came back. Yeah, nigga, that's why I fucked your bitch, left baby condoms in the baby seat. That nigga was raging out on the next one. How much of Biggie rhymes are gonna come out your fat lips? Bro, if you grew up in the late 90s, you know what he's talking about. Every fucking song, right after Biggie died, JayZ elevated in every fucking song. It was songs people didn't realize were like, nigga, he just stole half of Big's verse. Motherfucker, hold on. I thank you for giving me a reason. Cameron exposed this shit years ago.
Warning, 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 warning. Drama King is here.
I think this is it. This better be it.
You hit a whole bunch of hope.
Yes.
I went down south and discovered some shit. Even if this nigga do come back, I don't think he wrote nothing, ever. You like Mark McGuire on steroids, man. You hit a whole bunch of home runs and you on steroids. You don't write shit. Matter of fact, here you go.
I'm not a fighter, I'm a writer for myself.
Let's start at Biggie Small. All the stuff you jack for him. Let's go.
I'm not a fighter, I'm a writer. I'm not a fighter, I'm a writer. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter, I'm a fighter.
When the remedies in the system, ain't no telling. Will I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em? That's what these hoes yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all still chase on, I'll replace on.
When I'm in the system, ain't no telling. When I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em? That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chase on, I'll be placed on. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
Doing blind speeches, ask questions like that. How most of these so-called gangsters act. Thou shalt not fuck with raw seed hopper. Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya.
Thou shalt not fuck with raw me or he. Face 1,000 deaths. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons.
Your reign on the top was shorter than leprechauns.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing, they siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they get the burden.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing.
God damn, this is ridiculous. We going on 10 minutes with just Biggie stuff going on.
I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
Think about it on the streets, your roam is gone. Bees and Christies in the bridge when you get home.
Speech, you was already an army in the bridge when you get home. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby bag. Baby bag.
I see some ladies tonight that should be rolling with JayZ.
Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, my flight lands at 9, my game's just a while.
Isn't this great? My flight leaves at 8, my flight lands at 9, my game just rewinds.
Them rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
On the road to riches, the job is raised. Real niggas do real things. Hanging with the bitches is the song I sing. Real niggas do real things.
On the road to riches and diamond rings. Real niggas do real things. Hanging with the honeys is the song I sing. Real niggas do real things.
Alarm to 11, my DC women. Bringing in 50 minimums to condos with elevators in them.
Alarm to a lemon, my VA women. Woke up Manolo Blinders cause my condo with elevators. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
Stop. Rest in peace, Big. Please. I mean, God damn, no wonder a nigga retired. Ain't no more left to steal from Big. God damn. Let's move on to the next artist. Now let's go over to Snoop Dogg.
I'm not a writer, I'm a writer. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer. Represents of the sea, back to the black Snoop Dogg, dog, funky at the I went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my king. Pulling crab tables down at AC, back on the block, JayZ, motherfucker from the rock. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Brooklyn be the place where I serve the things. Plain lines, the E is I and I Slim with the tip brim. What's my motherfucking name? E is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted lip. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick for your motherfucking mouth? Hoes recognize, niggas do. Guess who's back in my motherfucking house? Half black, half white chick, I call her Minnie Mouse. Game recognized game, hoes do too. I'm not a fighter, I'm a writer for myself and others.
Jacker, swagger jacker. Let's go over to Slick Rick. He came out 87. You been swagger jacket since 87.
Right. Gather round, party goers, as if you're still living, and get on down to the old Slick Rick.
Gather round, hustlers, that's if you're still living, and get on down to that old chick river. Plain lines, they
Now in these times, well at least to me, there's a lot of people out here trying to sound like Ricky D.
In these times, well at least to me, there's a lot of rappers out there trying to sound like Jay.
So up we go, let the trumpets blow, and hold on because the driver of the mission is a pro. The ruler's back.
So up we go, let the trumpets blow, and hold on because the driver of the mission is a pro. The ruler's back.
You been swagger jacket since 87.
Rockefeller is the army, better get the navy.
Wait, when that nigga stole BG shit, they just slid that in right quick, nigga. Yeah, he stole BG shit too, nigga.
Swagger jacket since 87.
Rockefeller is the army, better get the navy. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
This is Big L now.
All I got for hoes is hard dick and bubble gum. All I got for chicks, hard dick and bubble gum. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer. I came to the fork in the road and went straight. I drove by the fork in the road and went straight. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
All right, let's go to Rock Camp.
Opposition is none. I remain at the top like the sun, and I burn whoever come in the chambers.
Plain lines, ladies. Opposition is none. I remain at the top like the sun, and I burn whoever come in my chambers. A torture. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
All right, let's go to his new best friend, Nas.
Wait, Tim's on my beats, make my cipher complete.
Best shots on my feet make my cipher complete.
Big day, ain't some dealing a bum. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb.
Come, get some, you little bums. I take the cake from under the baker's thumb. I'm a writer.
From the womb to the tomb, presume the unpredictable. Gun salute life rapidly, that's the ritual.
From the womb to the tomb, from now to my doom. Drink only from one cup, pass it around the room. That's the ritual. I'm not a writer.
Hold up. Tupac ain't even like your ass, bitch. The fuck going on, man?
I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
Payback, I knew you bitch niggas from way back. Witness me strapped with Max, knew I wouldn't play that.
Payback, I know you bitch niggas from way back. Niggas wanna clown with the pound and don't play that. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother, bigging up my barrel. I'm big enough to do it, I'm that thorough. Plus I know my own is foolish. Fuck this.
What more can I say?
Listen, man. Your own flow is foolish. What flow do you have, man? Even if you come back, I don't even believe you wrote it. You probably stole shit from James Brown in '66 and all that. You probably stealing shit from Frankie Lyman and all that, big. You're an old school ass, stealing ass, swagger jacking ass nigga. Dipset, fool.
888.
And then when Cam dropped this shit, everybody act like they never heard it. I mean, the way, bro, this was like the beginning of music on the internet shit when this dropped. And niggas was like, they didn't even hear this shit. And I was like, nigga, Jay, you stole everything, nigga. You stole, nigga, when I say you stole everything, nigga, I'm that thorough. Plus, I know my own flow is foolish. So them rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Yeah, he stole that too. T.I. sampled that motherfucker like he said it. No, he stole that shit too. So them rings and things you sing about, you bring them out. But there's something we got to watch first. There's something I got to show y'all before we get all the way into it, because everything. I remember the first time I heard that song, I was DJing. That was when JayZ started declining for me, like an instant decline. It's like I'm like, okay, when he said this shit in the What More Can I Say, I was like, yeah, that is a big criticism, but I didn't know how bad it was. I know he had said a few lines, but it was like, when I heard that shit the first time, I was like, nigga, what? Nigga, you stole that too? And I was like, like that line from Renegade. So now I gotta take points away, because that was my line at Renegade. I drove by the fork in the road and went straight. That was my shit. Only to come to find out, wait, nigga, you don't even spit that? Isn't this great? My flight lands at 8, her flight lands at 9. My game just rewind. Yep. He stole 99 problems. I mean, JayZ was created. JayZ, what we found out, he's a total fucking puppet, and he's been one the entire time. He did a great job fooling us. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and play dumb, act like nigga, bro. Cause peak JayZ, it was like JayZ couldn't make no shit that where it was like. But see, that's why I personally feel like that's why he don't have no staying power now. I told you, you can go on YouTube yourself. Today I was like, all right, since, you know, people, you know, whenever it's an artist or something, you know, most likely I'm gonna come in and play a few of their songs before I even talk about them, especially when it's something big. I'm going grabbing Jay shit, and then I started looking at certain shit, and I'm like, let me look at the views on these, on some of them. Nigga, 3 million, 5 million. And I'm talking about these is like certified JayZ hits where, like, if JayZ did some type of show and it was all him, his motherfuckers there would go crazy. I was like, man, but your shit has not transcended through the generations. It just has not. The kids of today don't give a fuck, and the people that used to listen to Jay and shit, the replayability, they really don't give a fuck like that. Because what's crazy is how popular JayZ was, but now it's kind of just gotten straight to a point where it's like everybody's just like, I fuck with Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt, that shit cool, but I think that shit's overrated. I think that shit's overrated. But that's just my opinion. But JayZ did release a freestyle, so let's listen to the freestyle.
Tactical nuke incoming! Chill. They trying to take down your boy Hova. Man, the lies is over. You waited 24 years to get your paper, soldier. Not guilty, give me back my bread. If I'm a criminal, file a criminal suit instead. It's been a minute since I've been young H.O. Been a billionaire since, never been no pay though. Filed in a civil suit, cause your pockets is acute. Nah, Holmes, Sean Carter ain't Sean Combs. Stop it, Busby, let's not naked ugly. You think you playing chess? Well, I came to play rugby. A black billionaire just gotta be evil, right? That slow vibrational thinking, you ain't bright. But my lawyers love to fight, call them the money team. Stand 10 toes on my name, put that on everything. I got daughters, how you slander a father? A mogul, a legend, an icon, an author. How dare you besmirch my name and hide yours? If you wanna accuse me, show us your face, bro. I have no skeletons, I can look in the mirror and know I'm one of the realest. Can you really say the same? Or do you feel that shame? It's quite unjust. They sued us twice in 1 week, they really not like us. Is this retaliation? Was y'all just that greedy? Why don't you go get a job? Better yet, drop a CV.
Thanks for watching. Nigga, shout out to Craig Lucas, nigga. Nigga, I said, Craig, you a fool. Hey, Craig, props on the turnaround, nigga. A less than 24-hour turnaround? Come on, Craig. Crank Lucas out here trying to win, nigga. Nigga, that sounded just like a JayZ fucking verse. That is exactly how JayZ would rap that shit. Somebody been studying. Brother, man. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I had it on the early stream. Right on. Yep. Got that, cousin. I meant to tell you that early. That was my bad because I found it right before I went on early. But JayZ has filed a motion to dismiss. Dory?
Texas-based attorney Tony Busby made headlines months ago when he set up a hotline to connect with alleged victims of Sean Diddy Combs. On Sunday, he
what if that shit was just a fucking play to make us look? This Tony Busby nigga scared me. Cause I need to know who this nigga is. Cause he came out making like, it was like he wanted us to think he wasn't shit. And then this nigga, bro.
expanded his client's civil lawsuit in New York federal court to name hip-hop mogul JayZ, real name Sean Carter, as a second alleged defendant. Quote, defendant Sean Combs, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. The lawsuit reveals, quote, prior to the filing of this amended complaint, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. The now adult accuser...
Hey, this is the part, though. Why does Jay keep saying that shit like that is out of the norm? That is all normal. When somebody... This is where it's... JayZ, I'm going to tell you something that... For real, listen to me. Pay attention. This could be them getting ready to displace JayZ, if you will. JayZ has been so protected from all of this shit for so many years. Nothing has even gotten remotely close to him that just this little bit of shit, like an actual demand letter got to him, and this nigga thought it was he's classifying it as an extortion attempt when it's literally part of the legal process. Like, who the fuck is this Busby nigga, bro? Why can't they just done him off? Ambulance chaser, they could done off. They can done off just so you know, they can done off an ambulance chaser. I just want to put that out there.
Well within the statute of limitations in this case, as Busby carefully notes. Quote, defendants Combs and Carter committed a crime of violence motivated by gender under the Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act. Attorney Lisa Bonner says Busby's wording is likely no coincidence.
And he did that so he could take advantage of the opening and that 2-year window of the New York Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act.
JayZ did not hold back in his...
But I need full context on what she's talking about before I say anything on that.
Response, releasing a scathing statement which reads in part, quote, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named...
He sounds so stupid saying that.
Tony Busby.
Toronto's happening.
What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations.
Hit that like button, folk.
Would make me want to settle. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny.
Well, but here's the thing. I love how they saying that. Well, JayZ gets to say that shit, and we don't get to point out that no, they never asked for a single penny. And then people go and say, well, what else were they gonna ask for? Well, do y'all want to be a roundabout right about everything and the facts, or do y'all want to be totally right about the facts? Because if we gonna play this type of loose way on the Bigsby side or the Busby side, we got to play this loose on the Jay side. It's gonna make Jay look bad if we do. So y'all better keep some of this shit above board, because Jay out here sound like a fucking dummy right now. This is the first time JayZ's ever sounded like an old person. He sound like my pops when he be yelling on the phone about somebody trying to rip him off. I want to speak to a human.
Carter continues, quote, these allegations are...
Nigga, when I used to be in another room dying, when my pops be on the phone, I be like, Pops, calm down, bro. This nigga be on the phone with that motherfucker. The beginning of them AI records, Joe. Them joints in the beginning, like, you know, you got to talk to it and register your answer. So my pops just got a naturally loud voice where it's hard to hear this shit anyway. I be in another room, you'll hear him, I want to speak to a human. Put me with a human. R.I.P. Pops. That's a direct quote. He wanted to speak to a human, nigga. Direct quote. My grandma be sitting there, oh, Joe, and I'll be in another room dying, nigga. Man, I miss my pops, nigga. Ooh, that shit would have me dying, bro. So, and I try to explain to him, like, just say operator or live agent. You know what I mean? But don't say it loud, because it won't register. She said, yep, screaming representative. Pops wasn't even saying that. Pops was flat out asking for a human, nigga. He didn't care if it was a woman nor a man. Just, I need a human on the phone, nigga. Still to this day, some of the funniest shit ever. That's what JayZ sound like in this statement to me. He sound like my pops yelling on the phone.
Are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one.
Oh yeah, Pops was quick on that too. I need somebody that can speak English. English!
Carter ends his response with a reminder of his roots. Quote, I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn.
See, that right there, we know he lying. He just... If he had put this on a DMCA claim, I'd sue the shit out of him. If JayZ puts in a DMCA claim trying to take down one of my videos, put that he's a young man, I'm suing the shit out of him for misrepresentation. I don't have no problem with people over 50, but you not young man no more, bro. That shit over.
Don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
Okay, quick question. What can you say in the last 20 years? Like, I'm being dead serious. What can you say in the last 20 years you've seen JayZ do to protect children? Oh, excuse me. What has JayZ done to protect children? Like, I don't even know of a foundation. I don't know of nothing, bro. Nothing. Nigga, Marcy Project still exists. Like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga's done. I really, truly don't. I ain't never seen, bro, we see other motherfucking rappers and shit goes to hoods, whether it's theirs or not, and have basketball games. I ain't seen Jay don't do shit. Jay don't even go on Kai Cenat. Jay think he above all of that shit. I think Diddy would have ended up going on Kai Cenat shit. It's full demon time. Diddy would have been there eventually. Jay basically, he made himself useless to all the people that put him in place. Cause they looking at him now like, man, we gave you $50 million for that Samsung deal. You ain't do shit with it, really. You ain't made, the Super Bowl ain't got no bigger with you in the thing. Now the shit's in jeopardy. That's the other reason why Jay freaking out. He don't want the NFL to just fire his black ass, which is more than likely you not a player, nigga. And ain't nobody coming to help you. Man, they fired me because I'm black. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Remember, you said we done with kneeling. We past kneeling. That's what you said. And you've never really bounced back from that statement. We're past kneeling. And it doesn't matter whether you agree with the kneeling or not. It wasn't Jay-Z's place to try to be like he's the commander of all black people. That's where he got himself fucked up. His latest was working to defund public education to fund a select group of charter schools. Sounds about right. I ain't never heard of this nigga doing nothing. Never. I've heard of him doing nothing. And that's why I'm telling you, the powers that be looking at him like you really don't have the same worth. JayZ acting like this is like 95. In 95, Jay was like that nigga. You know what I mean? You ain't now. You ain't put out a song that matter in forever. You look like a damn fool with all that shit on your head. Your wife has lapped your fucking rap career. Nigga, all them hits you got and whatever, nigga, Beyonce has lapped you like 5 times in the music game. She's 5 times a better fucking music artist than you. Period. Period, nigga. Me and my wife had a debate earlier about, it's been so long, Jay. My wife damn near thinking like, Beyonce, put you on, nigga. It's been so long. This nigga, bro, you was dropping hits, and every feature, every remix you hopped on, you was killing the game, and then you got lazy. JayZ, bro, I'm telling you, JayZ got to a point where he was like, I don't have to rap no more. Like, his soft retirement was just like, I don't have to rap no more. I'm the king of this shit. I'm the best. Like, if you ask JayZ right now, he'll tell you he's the best rapper alive right now. Even Wayne don't talk like that. And there was a point where Wayne was like, I'm better than Jay. Because Wayne basically moved you out of the way, nigga. Let's be honest. If we gonna call spade a spade, nigga, you was remixing some of his shit. You did the Billy remix. He wasn't remixing none of your shit. All I remember you doing in New York is the 40/40 Club. That, I'm sure there was, that was great for the community. I just be like, this whole thing where JayZ's playing this shit where I'm supposed to look at him like, oh man, yeah, man, they take another one of our black heroes. The fuck he is? Nigga, I look up to Tom Shepard before I look up the motherfucking JayZ, nigga. If I'm gonna look up to anybody from New York, I'll look up to Tom Shep, nigga. The fuck we talking about? Trending, what's happening? P Fox, V12, what up though? Number 5. I look forward to showing you how different I am. This nigga just put out the statement saying you didn't rape nobody. That's the statement I'm waiting on. All this other shit, all this dancing and posturing and shit, man, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I need you to say, for the record, that you don't know that girl. That's the first thing I need to hear. You don't know her. That's the first thing I want to hear. I also want to hear you did not have sex with anybody with Sean Combs the night of the awards. If you ain't trying to say none of this shit, Diddy, then, or Jigga, no Jigga, no Diddy, no Camel, whatever, bro. Nas, tomorrow you might as well drop Ether Part 2, nigga. Him and Diddy been hanging together for fucking over a decade, nigga. And then motherfucking Diddy get locked up for shit that happens at the parties. Jigga's been at all them fucking parties. And this nigga as soon as he get caught a little bit, man, all celebrities ain't the same. Just throw Diddy under the bus. I don't like that shit. JayZ always been like this. One thing about Puff, they talk about how Puff beat up motherfuckers and shit like that. Man, Puff was loyal to a lot of motherfuckers, bro. He was, bro. including this nigga Jay. Jay name get mentioned. One lawsuit. Diddy done. How many lawsuits has Diddy done fell into in the last 4 months? Close to like 100, nigga. How many times did Diddy say anything that you could think was a shot at JayZ? Not once. Not once. Soon as something get mentioned with Jay, yeah, all celebrities ain't the same. Nigga, so are you saying that he did it? You ain't said nothing about your homie. And that's the whole thing about it. JayZ acting like, remember, he want us to believe that he the man and he the nigga with all this juice. Well, why don't you come out for Diddy and help this nigga? You don't even want to help him. This is supposed to be your homie. But I think we starting to learn why you didn't want to help him, though.
Thank you for staying up late. It's about that time to kick it off for the Factor Uncensored, and we want to welcome you.
Hey, man, pause. You can't be saying that intro like that, walking out there with 3 grown-ass men like this.
Thank you for staying up late. It's about that time to kick it off for the Factor Uncensored, and we...
Nah, well, you got to figure out something else. That ain't it, Chief.
We want to welcome you for joining us tonight. We start off with news that has social media, politicians, and fans in an uproar. Billionaire rapper JayZ is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. Accused.
Why does it look like Jay just found out? Yeah, this is when Jay said, "Oh yeah, we done with kneeling."
Along with Sean P. Diddy Combs. A Jane Doe in a lawsuit says the assault happened at an after party that was following the MTV Video Music Awards in New York City back in 2000. JayZ responded with a statement on X calling the allegations idiotic and an attempt at blackmail by a prominent Houston attorney that we all know, Tony Busby, who represents that Jane Doe in the lawsuit. Today, he filed.
Will any of y'all admit that this statement does not even deny any of the allegations at all?
A motion, that being JayZ, to dismiss the lawsuit. Busby also released a statement last night saying he sent a demand letter in an attempt to settle this case, and his client in the so-called blackmail attempt didn't talk about money in that demand letter. He also requested that the accuser identify herself publicly, that being from JayZ.
I bet some politicians are rocked by this. Remember, JayZ is a prominent Democrat. So, yeah, this could be an issue where motherfuckers start smelling blood and start going at Jay as a cheap shot way to go at the Democrats easily right now.
Us to talk about it here on The Factor Uncensored, our attorneys, Oliver Brown, Bayoji Akingbala, and The Factor's digital producer, Ajibola Buduran. Glad to have you all on The Factor Uncensored. First of all, your thoughts about this.
I'll tell you my thoughts. Why the fuck this nigga got these tennis shoes on with this bunched up ass suit? Nigga, did you think that they wasn't going to show the camera? Did they tell you that your feet wasn't going to be shown? I'm outraged by this shoe selection with this suit, nigga. Like, so this is what we doing now. All right.
Ugly.
Well,
and a major celebrity.
It's a major celebrity, and look, I'm not going to get into my personal beliefs. I know that Tony Busby, he's a world-known attorney, right? I want to know what made him feel compelled to go ahead and file this lawsuit and go about the way that he did it. I know that he wouldn't go about something that just be frivolous, so there must be...
Well, a rare Busby vouch.
Something more to it, but I still am a little bit reserved as to this is supposedly happened 24 years ago, and it's just now coming out. It's only happening once the federal charges happen against.
Is it possible these could be powerful individuals we're talking about, JayZ, and only allegations, JayZ and P. Diddy, and that person, the so-called Jane Doe, didn't have the bravery to come forward and say this?
Well,
we can't pretend that that's not plausible. Let's not be ridiculous. Pretend that that is plausible. That is extremely plausible that that's what she did. Like, is it likely? I can't speak to whether it's likely, but it's definitely plausible. Diddy going to sit down is a strong thing to make people want to speak up in ways they didn't before. Remember, Diddy and Jay been walking around like they untouchable for decades with all the rumors and shit swirling. So yeah, if I knew some actual shit and wanted to tell somebody, I wouldn't have done it until probably now either.
I believe any 13-year-old being in those type of situations wouldn't have bravery to come forward against grown men that did that to him. So, you know, I don't believe that.
Yeah, they not gonna do that. They not gonna do that. I hear what you're saying. If her story is true, her NDA should be in Diddy things. Like, she wasn't old enough to be able to sign such a thing. So that would be another charge in themselves if they ever were to admit. Even if they would have to, like, even if they know she was there, but she didn't fuck nobody, they still can't go, we got this NDA, because that's a charge. You entered into a contract with a minor. That's a charge in itself. And then it's like, how'd you enter this contract without checking her ID and da-da-da-da-da? So even if they got that shit, they got to sit on that shit. That sucks. Even if that shit totally proved that Jay didn't rape her and Diddy didn't rape her, they got to figure out another way to prove it.
That's going to be a determinant factor based off of the age. It's going to be...
Yes, there's statute of limitations. And that's exactly why. So when Jay sits there and say, well, file us this criminal case, JayZ knows they can't.
Are they going to be able to prove how she got there and then that she was in fact there and that happened? And I think that's going to be a very steep hill to climb. It does come across a little bit.
It's only steep if the assumption is they don't have like some real proof, maybe even possibly video evidence. That's the thing.
No.
They got something that made JayZ scared.
Inconvenient time of filing this lawsuit. Why didn't this happen? You know, why wasn't the lawsuit filed 4 years ago after all the Bill Cosby things and things like that, when it has become...
Because why the fuck... That's crazy. That's the dumbest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean somebody's going to be like, well, when Bill Cosby had that happen, why don't you just tell on Diddy? Man, so just because somebody watch YouTube and see a murderer went to jail, mean they should go tell on a murderer they know because they'll be safe and okay? What the fuck are you talking about? Just because some cases came out on fucking Bill Cosby ain't got shit to do with Diddy. It'd be different if we knew that Diddy and Cosby was like this, then it'd be different. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are socially acceptable based off of the Me Too movement. So, you know, again, a 13-year-old is not going to have the bravery to come forward at that time. So nobody should, you know, shame a 13-year-old girl for going through something traumatic.
We just want to know if it's true.
If it's true or not. Yeah. And then how can you prove it, you know? And that's going to be a difficult task.
There's several ways to prove it. Now, I don't like that. I don't like them acting like there's no way you can prove. It's just because it's been 24 years does not mean there's no ways that you can prove it.
By Yoji, your thoughts on
that? Doesn't mean that it actually happened, but for the record.
Yes.
I think one thing that Mr. Busby has in his favor is the standard by which the civil courts are going to have to weigh this. It's not a criminal case. They don't have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. They have to prove it by the preponderance of the evidence. And this means...
And, yeah, for the average viewer who doesn't know what that means, what does that mean?
It just means that you have to prove more likely than not.
Thank you. And that's exactly the other part. Remember, I told y'all that the earlier stream. I was like, this is not reasonable doubt. This is preponderance of evidence. So reasonable doubt is like 99%. Preponderance of evidence is 51%. If the judge or whoever believes you 51% to 49%, you win.
That happened, tipping the scale to let
Daniel, what's happening?
Say 51% in your favor with respect to the evidentiary standard. Now, Mr. Busby had a press conference a few months back, and during that press conference, he stated that the civil lawsuits that he was moving forward with were ones that were vetted by his office. He stated that he hired an investigator that investigator gathered further corroborating evidence. And so I'm very curious to see what corroborating evidence he has that he thinks can meet that low burden of proof.
And Oliver, do you think, do you believe in these cases? Do you feel like Tony Busby wouldn't go to the courts or file a lawsuit?
But they even if it still exists in their head, I was just talking about that. If they think the NDA is still existing, they can't admit to it. Even if they staring a copy of right in their face, they can't admit to it because the chick was a minor. They don't, and the chick was a minor. They would have been, and they would hit them with a charge, enter a contract with her.
Without being properly vetted and seeing the evidence, some evidence that we're not privy to at this point.
Let's be very clear. Tony Busby already has a lot of money. He doesn't need, if he wanted to retire today and not take any more.
I ain't heard nobody say this. I haven't heard nobody say this. And this show is based in Houston. This is from Houston News. This is like from where Tony Busby from, nigga. And you heard it. That nigga said, this nigga, just for the record, this nigga don't need no money. Look at these pants. You only wearing these pants with this motherfucking jacket when you rich. So much motherfucking money, his hands can only go halfway into the pants. So the nigga just blew the lid off right there. Nigga said, just for the record, Busby don't need no money, nigga. If he wanted to retire today, he could. So, Jay, who is Busby? Again, now this is making me want to know. Oh, man. And we're not going to be able to find out. Not for no Google search. But this feels a little bigger than that.
More cases.
He own his own plane. So we're done here. And it ain't gotta be no big ass G5, no big whatever owning a plane, bro. It just we done. Jay, I'm telling you, Busby ran a ruse on us on purpose. He came out looking like an ambulance chaser, so while he was out in the public working, nobody would take him serious. He had that motherfucking 800 number. Y'all wouldn't take it serious as shit. Now all of a sudden, there's no 800 number. This nigga ain't sweating it at all. He ain't asking for no new victims. He told us, remember, I said, okay, we gonna see. He said straight up, hey, celebrity B and celebrity C, he was like, nigga, if niggas don't get to talking or whatever, he was like, nigga, I'm naming names. And they are big ass names. Nigga said no. All right, JayZ, nigga. Hey, and then he didn't just say it. So you gotta understand. There's power in, he didn't just do another press conference and go, it's JayZ. No, they filed papers in court.
He would be set for the rest.
Remember, Tony Busby said all of the people that they have gotten to this level with from the law firm, they have vetted thoroughly. We about to find out how true this is.
His life and his children would too. So for him to take it on, I believe that he has to believe that there has to be some shred of credibility. I don't think that he's going to blow his credibility. He just defended the Texas Attorney General, so he has high credibility.
He just defended the Texas Attorney General. Jay, the government trying to bring you down with some slick shit, bro. Uh-oh. This nigga helped the Texas Attorney General? Wait. Wait. Nigga, who the fuck is Tony Busby, nigga? This been the question of the day for me, nigga. Hey, Busby, I didn't take you seriously until today, my nigga. I take you seriously, my nigga. Nigga, Tony Busby net worth is estimated around $50 million. It ain't tricking if you got it. I got it so bad. I just want to take her shopping. Hit the club later on and get it popping. Oh, I told you it ain't tricking if you got it. That shit do look like a wool pad, steel wool for sure, but it's rather juicy. But the juice is frozen in time. You know what? Don't worry about it. This shit Tony did, bro. think about it. For last 20 years, JayZ has been, they've tried everything. None of it ever even been able to get a response out of this nigga. This nigga Busby dropped a motherfucker sledgehammer. JayZ don't even wait to get served. That nigga come here, what the fuck? I've been doing some research on you, Busby. Yeah, you found out that nigga was guapped up, so you couldn't even be like, yeah, that's why you like, he's some broke nigga in a cheap suit. Well, he's in a cheap suit because he wants to be. If the suit is cheap, it's because he wants it to be cheap, because he got enough to wear whatever suit you gonna put on, nigga. Isn't this nigga, if Busby need to just come out, nigga, isn't this great? Her flight lands at 8. Her flight lands at 9. My game just rewind. Who the fuck is Busby, nigga? Hey, Jay. What if this was always to set you up? If I'm Diddy getting ready to set you up, wouldn't I tell them to lock me up first? I don't want to get all conspiratorial on you, Jay. But if I were Diddy and I was gonna set you up to take the fall, wouldn't I want to be in jail first? I mean, I'm not in prison. You know, I keep trying to get bail. I'm in there with a laptop, everything. We getting ready to shoot Making the Band 7. I just want to put that out there, nigga. If I'm gonna set Jay up, I probably want to go sit down while I do it, and go sit down where be like, nigga, I ain't have nothing to do with, nigga. I was in jail, remember? I'm in there like Ace Ventura, nigga. Shoot him first. He held the ball, remember? Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Jay, I don't want you to be questioning your homies. Because at least y'all come from the era of no snitches, so you ain't got shit to worry about. Beyonce. I know what you getting ready to do. I know what you thinking, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You better be careful. But Jay, in Beyonce's defense, we gotta be honest, nigga. Beyonce told your ass, don't ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. You must not know about her. You must not know about her. She can have another you any minute. Matter of fact, he'll be home in a minute. To the left, put all J swampy shit to the left. I can have another you any minute. Matter of fact, he'll be home any minute. I got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain, and then they just gonna cut to Beyonce throwing that motherfucker in the trash. JayZ motherfucking ass in that damn, getting his ass whooped in that bedroom, nigga. What time is it? What time is it? Shit, Beyonce getting ready to drop a motherfucking surprise Lemonade too. That's when I knew JayZ was a beta. So I'm like, you gonna just let your bitch come out with this album emasculating you? That was when she decided to wear the dick in the relationship. I believe that shit. That was the day when she was like, we gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Knowles. Because this Sean Carter shit ain't working. We about to be Mr. and Mrs. Knowles. I'm about to come out with this album, tell everybody how you ain't shit and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. They did the Carters. The Carters was actually okay, except Jay had too many mid verses. African and Bliss was having. Jay's verses were mid as fuck.
Rick Perry.
Former Governor Rick Perry.
And civil lawsuit against our former quarterback in Texas.
So he has a history of taking on some big cases. I don't think that he would try to destroy his credibility just for, a couple extra coins in his pocket. So, there's got to be something that he has, that, or at least that he believes, has a good faith belief in it. Doesn't mean that it necessarily turns out to be true, but it had to be compelling to him in order for him to put his name behind it.
He showed a piece of evidence, and it was weird because I was like, why would he just show this little piece of plastic? Because it don't mean nothing to us, but I guarantee them niggas that was there, that shit means something to. So they could even be looking at the situation where it's like, it could be a situation where maybe the girl didn't, but it was like other people that was there, somebody else that was there, gave them some shit and snitching. Man, this don't look good for Jay, bro. I'm just being honest.
And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
All right, we're going to continue our conversation with you guys in just a...
Well, definitely, I'll give you one better. They be demon worshiping. They satanic as fuck. At least with Bill Cosby, if he was all satanic, he hid that shit way better. But you talking about R. Kelly, Diddy, JayZ, demon time, full demon time.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
This is what these niggas do. JayZ is a prominent crack rapper. That's why I'm like, you can't talk about nobody's past of being a Marine when your past, and I don't even believe JayZ was selling crack. I just think that that's some shit that I just proved to y'all tonight how he stole all them motherfucking bars. He could easily just stole the whole life. I ain't ever heard nobody vouch for JayZ on them streets outside of people that roll with him now and always have. Yep, you right, Clee.
Moment. Back to the Factor Uncensored. We continue our conversation with our panel about rapper and businessman JayZ being accused of rape of a 13-year-old accused. Okay, let's bring in Haji Mudaran, who works for our social media and website here at Fox 26. What are people saying about this on social media? When you have high-profile celebrities involved.
I just find it funny how we like to have it both ways. In one breath, we'll sit here and say, man, as soon as somebody get locked up like a Diddy or somebody, we'll turn around immediately, be on some shit where we like, man, he ain't going to jail. Rich people don't ever go to jail. This, that, and the third, man, they too powerful, yada, yada, yada. Then when the girl comes out and tell on one of these niggas, then niggas be like, why you wait so long? Didn't you just say these niggas are so powerful and don't get to go to jail over this shit? We can't have it both ways. We gotta pick one, I promise.
In a scandal, they tend to side with the celebrity despite the preponderance of evidence. So your thoughts, what are they saying on social media right now with JayZ and Tony Busby?
So, my fellow panelists, they focused on the legal side, and I'm focusing more so on the court of popular opinion. And I think that people, they're taking sides, but I think on both sides there's some things that people are questioning. So for example, with JayZ, there's a lot of people who are big fans of JayZ. We can't take that away from him, but they're choosing to either say we're going to stay out of it or we want to see what else comes out evidence-wise.
Right, because JayZ ain't had no hit records in 20 years, bro. You're not really, the type of defense that JayZ want from his fans, that come from you being relevant in the last 10 years. You ain't had an album that your fans respected since really fucking the Black Album. Blueprint 3 was extra commercially. Fucking Magna Carta. Just okay, bro.
But at the same time, there are people who look at his timeline of different things that have happened.
They explained that. They didn't add JayZ's name from the beginning, and he told that day one. He said that they were in contact with the other people in the lawsuit, and he was like, if they wanted to motherfucking mediate these lawsuits, then he wouldn't name them. So they had their chance. Jay had his chance. Jay was like, I don't want to pay, even though he don't know what the fuck they was asking for. I mean, we can assume it's money without me being like, oh, you wrong or no shit, but we have to also add that it's possible it could have been other shit too.
Just his relationship with Beyonce and other women in the industry, and like the question of like what ages those women were and what his relationship with those women.
Right. We all look over the fact that Beyonce was a young bitch he was fucking with. Aaliyah was a young bitch he was fucking with, but that was different because y'all like their music.
Women were, and like kind of saying, well, if that, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. But at the same time with Tony Busby, some people look at him as somebody who's often targeted other high-profile celebrities. Sometimes people see him as a lawyer who is looking for a money grab, even though we already established that, you know, he doesn't necessarily need it. But in terms of how the public sees him, they think that
anybody that thinks it's a money grab don't know how much money he got.
In the other sense, JayZ put out a response pretty quickly, and most of his fans are used to him not responding at all, but he came out.
Hashtag Shay was right. I just want to make sure somebody else said it besides me. I promise you, JayZ responding like that, weird, bro. That sent off alarms to me. When I was walking around Walmart, I think I was walking around the grocery store last night, and I was listening to Academics when they talked about that, it was like right when the shit got filed, Academics was live. And then Academics was like, yeah, and JayZ released a statement. I was like, JayZ did what? I couldn't believe it.
Very quickly and aggressively, and for some people that was a red flag because they're saying, well, if this is something that you're not usually responding to or you don't always pay attention to, why now when Busby, when the lawsuit came out, how a few minutes or a few hours later you already have a response when typically...
That fast. They told JayZ they wasn't playing. They showed Jay something. As far as we know, JayZ could have been stalling them niggas. You do know that that's on the table too. JayZ could have promised them he was gonna do X, Y, and Z, and they got tired of waiting. That's plausible too. Because either way, JayZ knew that the lawsuit was gonna get filed. He was at least prepared if it did. If the lawsuit got amended to say his name, he was at least prepared. And by being prepared, he just was prepared to say something because that statement was garbage.
Things don't move that quickly. So I think a lot of people have opinions and they're questioning and they're trying to figure.
And that's my thing. JayZ get to be hanging out with woman beaters and everything. JayZ didn't even condone Diddy running down the hall in slow motion to Chariots of Fire. He didn't even condemn that. He saw this nigga, he saw the same video we did. He ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. Anybody else, we would say this. If this was any other situation with any other person where it was like, one dude is sitting in jail for some shit with fucking with some girls, and his best friend is now accused of the shit, and the best friend just goes off, but you ain't heard the best friend defend this nigga at all. We would all say that nigga's guilty. If this nigga JayZ Sean Carter was any other nigga, we would say he's guilty. Now, I'm not saying that that's right, but I just do think there's never any balance either way. It's just it's just problematic where JayZ is a nigga that never say nothing and then he ends up saying something immediately. Why? He said, remember, Jay even said in his statement, he's dealt with niggas like this before. You've never dealt with them like this, though. Why are you doing it like this time? If we believe that you've defended all these frivolous lawsuits and shit before, then why ain't you doing the same thing you always do? Why is this one different?
Out their own way of sorting through all this information, but I think
Taco Tuesday, indeed.
See what side people fall on until we get more evidence. Because again, we talked about the Beehive. Some of them are saying Beyonce should have dropped him a long time ago because he's a liability, and we're seeing it now where he's
facts. if you part of the beehive, look, and we got to call facts a spade. If JayZ was on top of the rap game still right now, and Beyonce was like where JayZ is, she just like stuck up thinking she ain't got to do shit, niggas would be telling Jay he need to get rid of her. Now, she can't. It's supposed to be till death do them part, so I won't ever co-sign for that, but I can't sit here and be like, I don't get it. Oh, I get it.
Wrapped up in this case, so we don't know where it's going to go.
And of course, one of the things we did see his statement, one of the things that people said, Oliver, was that there was no flat denial in there, if you can recall that statement.
Yeah, okay. So,
and should he have flatly denied it publicly?
I thought his statement was fine. He came out aggressively, and he's like, hey, if you think I did something, you should, go ahead and have me charged, okay? Then he went on and explained, hey, I don't get down like that based off of the way that he's been raised and whatnot, based off of his, I guess, for lack of a better term, street culture.
I didn't hear, no, JayZ did not deny this shit with no type of ebonics, nigga, whatever the fuck y'all about to try to say, nigga. Now JayZ, he this nigga know there's no denial in it. Now he's trying to be like JayZ denied it through ebonics. Yeah, okay, nigga, you got it.
I did like the fact that Tony Busby instantly responded. So they're going head to head on this one, and
it sounds like,
and Busby's like, I wasn't even gonna tell her, and that's where Busby looked stronger in his shit. Busby was looking at Jay like, bro, I wasn't even gonna tell everybody how you was doing all this extra shit on the side and trying to sue me and all this. So I wasn't even gonna say nothing, nigga. But now since you want to be running your mouth, I'll tell everybody everything. Whether or not JayZ's telling the truth, which I don't even know, he ain't gave us an answer yet. But whether or not JayZ actually did it or not, he took a L today, a big L.
Both of them were prepared for it, waiting for it to come.
They were ready for it to drop. And so he may have got the upper hand. I believe that the new lawsuit is now filed in New York, which is going to be his home territory. And so he was prepared for it. I thought the statement was fine. I know he didn't categorically say this did not happen, but he was saying it, I guess, in more
roundabout way.
Can we say that? That's the best they can say is he kind of denied it in a roundabout way, and I can't even give him that. DJ, what's happening? I mean, we saw Harv's statement. Harv Pierre, that nigga statement was, I didn't do any of this shit. I don't know any of these motherfuckers. On my mama, that's on my mama, nigga. JayZ sitting here trying to spit in cryptic bars.
Like, hey, this is ridiculous.
And really quick, do you think that statement was fine the last 20 seconds we have here?
Yeah, I thought he had a very full-throated response, JayZ, but Tony Busby came off very confident. He was very...
He came off extreme. He was not bothered by Jay.
The point, he said, the lawsuit speaks for itself, and we will litigate these facts in court.
All right. We'll talk about it later. We'll continue to follow this. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me.
Hold on. Let me find Harv's statement again, nigga. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. She can have another Jay any minute. Matter of fact, he'll be there in a minute. Don't ever think for a single second, bitch, that your motherfucking ass is irreplaceable. Where the fuck is Harv's statement, nigga? Because Harv was like, nigga, hell no, I ain't do that shit. Is this it? Okay. Here goes Harv's here goes Harv's statement. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for... No, that was actually Diddy saying that shit on the one shit. He didn't say that shit on Cassie, though. He said some other shit on Cassie. Here it goes. Nigga, Harvard said it in Harvard had multiple situations where he done said, nigga. I need a picture of it. Hell no. Damn, they was on your head too, Harv. They was taking all y'all down the last year. And that's because they came out with that law. They dropped that law that opened the window for like 2 more years or whatever the fuck that shit was. Man, that basically fucked niggas. Because it let motherfuckers be able to double back in a situation where there wasn't going to really be no double back. This is bad. So 50 Cent asked a good question earlier. 50 Cent wants to know, is the Super Bowl still going to happen? I think that's fair. I think that's a fair question at this juncture. Now, the crazy thing is, does it affect Kendrick in any way? Is this going to affect Kendrick in any way? I can't say that it is. Come on, they said 7 shocking details. We'll bite. We shall bite on that. All I gotta say is, Jay, this shit better all be on the up and up, nigga. Cause if this shit ain't on the up and up, this about to be bad for you. Here, I'm gonna put it up right here, so we don't have to wait. I mean, look how long these niggas been kicking it, nigga. Kicking it.
Mogul JayZ revealed as an accused rapist in a civil lawsuit initially filed against Sean Diddy Combs.
Damn, nigga.
The 2 stars, now accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at an after party decades ago. I have 7 shocking details from the suit and what JayZ, Combs, and the accuser's lawyer are all saying about it. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. JayZ, of course, is one of the biggest names in rap music, and he has been a longtime friend and associate of Sean Diddy Combs. Now he.
What if? All right, I gotta do it. What if? Okay, let's just say what if. What if neither one of them niggas' name is Sean?
He's being revealed as the name behind Celebrity A in a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe from Alabama, who claims that Combs and now JayZ raped her in the year 2000. And in a bit, I'm going to tell you what both JayZ and Sean Combs are saying about this lawsuit, so stay tuned for that. Combs is currently in federal custody, accused of racketeering and sex trafficking.
And they look like they looking at a bitch.
And he's pleaded not guilty.
I mean, damn, Diddy, what is that on your tooth, nigga?
To those charges. The sex trafficking charge filed against Combs relates to allegations made by his ex, Cassie Ventura, that he forced her to take part in freak-offs, days-long sex acts with male sex workers. Cassie had originally filed a civil lawsuit against Combs in November of 2023. That suit, of course, was settled in record time within a day. Before that,
Record time.
Combs's lawyers say that Cassie's lawyers had made an offer to them that they could buy the rights to a book she was writing for $30 million in exchange for it never seeing the light of day. Cassie's lawsuit and the subsequent settlement seemed to open the floodgates for other women to file civil lawsuits against Combs. More than a dozen have been filed, including one by a Jane Doe in October. At the time the suit was filed, Combs was the main defendant, and two other celebrities were listed as Celebrity A and Celebrity B. Celebrity
Who is Celebrity B?
A was listed as a man and Celebrity B a woman. Now attorney Tony Busby, after some legal back and forth with a demand letter and dueling lawsuits, says Celebrity A is JayZ, whose legal name is Sean Carter. The suit begins. Defendant Sean Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. PD, a.k.a. Love, along
Shit gotta be J-Lo, bro. Miss Catherine, what's happening? Shit gotta be J-Lo, bro.
with his longtime friend and collaborator, Sean Carter, a.k.a. JayZ, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after-party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. The plaintiff says she was 13 at the time in January of 2000, when she said she went to the MTV Video Music Awards at Radio City Music Hall. She didn't have a ticket, so she approached limo drivers who were parked outside hoping to get in.
That's shaky. Because why didn't the friend stay? What did you tell your friend what you told your friend you had a ticket for yourself and you was going in, but you just lied? And that's me being generous and giving you that story. What happened?
The lawsuit says one of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs. The driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that she fit what Diddy was looking for. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to an after party. The driver stated that he had to drive Combs and others to the after party first, but instructed plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he pick her up after and take her to the after party. Well,
so where were you at during that time? Where were you at during that time? Huh? I'm just asking.
While the woman says she was outside the VMAs talking to the limo drivers, inside it was a big, big night, particularly for Jennifer Lopez.
That was the night J-Lo wore that outfit. That it was so overrated. Everybody thought that's like the most risky, sexy outfit they ever. Bro, I couldn't believe the hype over that outfit still to this day.
Lopez, who was at the awards show with her then boyfriend, Sean Combs. They were a hot couple back then, and Lopez won the VMA for Best Dance Video. She was on top of the world that night. The woman claims that night, outside of Radio City Music Hall, she got into a limo with someone affiliated with Sean Combs. That suit says, after approximately 20 minutes, plaintiff arrived at a large white house with a gate U-shaped driveway. Once inside, two men asked plaintiff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the after-party. She gave them her name and signed the form, but did not receive a copy. The Jane Doe described seeing celebrities, but those people are not named. Inside the building, plaintiff recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs.
And nobody in there thought they was talking to a young bitch, or they was talking to a young bitch and just didn't care? That where we going?
Waitstaff circulated throughout the room, carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. Plaintiff observed widespread drug
Internet speaks like AI. I'm shitty.
Use, including marijuana and cocaine. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses, circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplar container used by Combs and or his agents/employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below.
This is the picture I was talking about. They claim that this was used at the party. Now, here's the crazy part. This could be showing them that, hey, nigga, we not playing. Because to me, it's like, how did you preserve that? These are the only photos in the entire case. So these are like photos that I think JayZ and them know what these motherfuckers mean.
And these are the photos included in the lawsuit that show a small plastic container that the plaintiff claims contained drugs at the party. The woman, remember, who claims she was 13 at the time, says she felt woozy and went to look for a place to lay down. She claims she found a bedroom that had just a large bed in it with no other furnishings. And what she describes next is incredibly disturbing. The cases I cover each day here on Crime Fix show you just how scary the world can be. And one of the scariest things that can happen is if you ever get hurt. But I want you to know, if you're ever seriously hurt or in an accident, your case could be worth millions.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that, bitch. Do I look like I care?
.com/crimefix. The suit states, soon after, Combs entered the room along with defendant Carter and a female celebrity, Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a
Immediately. So you can immediately know who Diddy is, immediately know who Jay is. So who could you immediately know third if it wasn't J-Lo? I'm listening.
crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff toward a wall, causing plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and...
Now that's where it gets murky for me. That sounds weird as fuck. Even for a nigga that runs down the hallway to catch a bitch and beat her and kick her and shit, that's wild for me, where he's like, "You are ready to party," and then takes her and throws her into the wall. Well, at least that sounds flimsy.
At which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Carter as he vaginally raped her, while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Carter was finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and vaginally raped plaintiff while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Combs then knocked plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to perform oral sex on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped his attempt. The allegations in this suit are very disturbing, and Sean Combs is denying the claims being made by the woman, who's now around 37 years old. Combs and his legal team said in a statement, "This amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are: shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have..."
But did y'all know that nigga had money when y'all said that? Yeah, because Jay called this nigga ambulance chaser.
Been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. And JayZ posted a lengthy statement on X calling the allegations heinous. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle."
No. See, that's where you fucked up. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from lawyer named Tony Busby. What I want to say is, I am totally innocent. I don't know this person, never been in a room with this person, and I sure as shit didn't fuck her with Diddy. That's what he should have said.
No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny, in all caps. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. JayZ then talks about his family and the toll this will take on them. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and
boo fucking who?
Explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world.
What if JayZ lawyer done gave Busby some shit back in the day when they was cool?
Who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume.
Because remember, that was the first thing I said. I was like, why is this nigga down in Houston? I was like, first of all, why do we care that this nigga down in Houston is saying something about some shit that he even admits happened in LA and New York? Why the fuck are we even listening to him? And then that other bitch was trying to sound like him, but she really didn't have no credibility. The other lawyer that embarrassed herself.
For profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a
Beyonce is from Houston.
Judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists.
But Jay, don't you exploit people for your personal gain? I mean, that's kind of the pot calling the kettle, don't you think?
Fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding
there is, and it's outside of it.
Harm to kids would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. And lawyer Tony Busby, who filed the suit in the first place, is firing back also on X. Regarding the JayZ case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she sought only a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve.
Jay, she told you to pull the fuck up. Pull the fuck up, nigga.
As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for
Stoner,
itself
what's happening?
and litigate the facts in court, not in the media. I want to bring in Nima Rahmani. He is an entertainment attorney, and he's been following the whole Sean Combs ordeal very closely. So, Nima, your thoughts on JayZ being revealed as Celebrity A in this lawsuit? I know you and I discussed this a few weeks back.
And Jeanette, I'm not surprised. You and I have speculated, as to who this might be. And I think it was really telling when Alex Spiro and Quinn Emanuel filed that extortion lawsuit against Tony Busby. It's pretty well known that Spiro represents JayZ and Rock Nation. So it was the most likely celebrity. And now it's been revealed that the allegations are indeed against.
Man, P. Fox, I was wondering the same shit. This nigga, he been drinking lean or the perk done kicked in or something.
I think it's interesting, too, because Alex Spiro came out swinging about a month or two ago when something came up about JayZ and Beyonce on a Piers Morgan show. And he came out.
Like, what the fuck is... Look at Beyonce, bro. And me personally, I don't think Beyonce... I ain't never thought she was, like, fine like that. I know a lot of people try to say she's a 10, and she was just never that for me. But look at that nigga. But look at that nigga. With mustache like a rat compared to beans you whack.
sent some type of letter to Piers Morgan saying, you need to retract this, get rid of whatever was said about my clients. And he did it
Yeah, Kelly looked better than Beyonce. I don't even think it's close for me.
lickety split. And then that was kind of a big red flag that JayZ was on the offense, or on the defense and on the offense, trying to play a little bit of both. So, but
Yeah, I'll give you that, Stoner.
the thing is, JayZ is saying this
You can
is
have that
true.
one.
He's filed a motion to dismiss this suit. He is not taking this laying down.
I agree.
He's saying, you know, this has emboldened him to not give in and pay one red cent. But this woman is claiming this was JayZ and Sean Combs who raped her as a 13-year-old girl. So how do we get to the truth of the matter here?
So what you would want if you are Busby and this now woman's lawyer is ideally you have some sort of corroborating evidence and a contemporaneous report. It can be challenging to bring these types of cases decades later. Now, it's really going to go in one of two ways. And we saw it with Diddy and Cassie Ventura. You know, this is either the first of many lawsuits that are going to be filed against JayZ, or this is a one-off. We know that it can be Weinstein, it can be Cosby, it can be Epstein. Oftentimes, abusers abuse more than one victim. And I'm not saying any of this is true, but if it is, there may be more than one victim here. And if others do come forward, sometimes it's hard for jurors to believe one victim in a he said, she said type situation. But when victim after victim is telling the same story of physical and sexual violence, that's very hard for jurors to overcome.
We still don't know who Celebrity B is. There's been a lot of speculation about that. You know, we don't know who it is. We know it's a woman, and she so far has not been unmasked. Tony Busby has not revealed Celebrity
He ain't
B's
even gave us so much as a hint.
identity. What can we take away from that?
Yeah, so Celebrity B, there's a lot of speculation out there. I mean, obviously we know who Diddy was dating at the time. And
Look at his mouth. This nigga's perked up, nigga.
that's who a lot of people think it was. But, you know, obviously we weren't there, and it's just rumors right now. But that individual, from a legal perspective, the allegation is that she was a witness. She was not
Motherfucker got dolphin teeth.
a participant. Witnessing a sexual abuse is certainly terrible, but I don't know necessarily if there's any legal claim against her, although I'm sure Celebrity B does not want to be unmasked and wants nothing to do with this, just like most individuals right now want to have nothing to do with the Diddy allegations. And if it's Diddy and JayZ, I think that same logic is going to apply.
Yeah, okay.
So JayZ wants this to go away as quickly as possible.
Well, no shit.
We saw what happened when lawsuits were filed against Sean Combs, or at least the initial one by Cassie. Are we going to see more lawsuits filed against JayZ in the coming days?
I don't. Not from Busby. Busby, like, I think Busby chilling right now. He got Jay scrambling, bro. Jay over there straight up scrambling.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
I think the coming days and weeks and months are really going to be telling. You know, having represented a lot of victims of sexual assault and abuse, there is a hesitation to be.
One thing we do know is Diddy's parties be videotaped, even back then. Even back then. So, yeah, it was 24 years ago, but they could have video.
First one, because it can be terrifying to go against a rich and powerful man with a...
What is this zesty ass shit Jay got on? What is these eggplants? What the fuck is this? I guess because it's Gucci, it's okay to be zesty. Man, y'all niggas kill me, bro.
A lot of assets and unlimited resources, right? You might get dragged in the media, right? So, but once the first person files the lawsuit and you kind of see it, there is this strength in numbers, and that's what Me Too is all about, right? So I don't know. It's still too early to know. Is this going to be a Me Too type situation for JayZ and the entire music industry? Or is this just going to be one accuser? And I'm not saying that I don't believe the one accuser, but it is a very different case in the courtroom and the court of public opinion if there's many, many accusers. So I think that's going to be the big determining factor in this. And ultimately, if there are a lot of accusers, what does that mean for JayZ's business dealings, right?
I'll tell you what it means. The NFL shit over, my nigga. It's over, my nigga.
He is someone who produces the Super Bowl halftime show. What does the NFL do? What are other celebrity do? What does Beyonce think of all this? Again, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but if it does...
He got on Beyonce jacket right here.
It's certainly a game changer here.
JayZ is certainly not taking this lying down, and he's fighting back as much as he can in the courts. Nima Rahmani, thank you as always. I appreciate it.
This nigga Perk 30 kicked in. This nigga was, nigga, what? Nigga slobbering all on himself. Nigga, did you just slobber on yourself? But Jay, you gotta give Busby some credit, nigga. Busby is not scared of your black ass, nigga. You gotta at least give him that credit, Jay. You gotta give him that much credit, Jay. He is not scared of your black ass.
My office, we had an 800 number and we were taking in calls and we were just trying to weed through and sift through, and we found out and we've come to the conclusion that JayZ been fucking them bitches. Yes, he's been fucking them.
JayZ, and then here's the part that sucks for you, Jay, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, that y'all gotta keep this shit a stack. The fact that it's a young girl is on par for Jay. Why are we leaving that part out? If this would have been like some of these other club girls and shit like that, I could roll with this shit then, where it's like, all right, well, they could probably be on. Nigga, it's been a problem with Jay and younger girls the whole time, including Aaliyah when she was 14. Them H-Town Marines sure shit ain't scared of motherfucking Brooklyn rappers. I'm from Marcy Park Project, son. I don't give a fuck, nigga. We gave you a chance to motherfucking settle this shit through private mediation, but now I'm gonna tell everybody the whole ass shit you've been doing, and I got $50 million. I don't need your fucking money. You need to take some of that fucking money and get a haircut there, boy. And yes, I did use boy. You call yourself your boy, I'm gonna call you my boy too. Chill. Let's see what the entertainment people say.
JayZ files a motion to reveal his rape accuser's identity.
I guess we're gonna change it first. Cause JayZ in the motion to dismiss, this nigga apparently has said he either wants the shit dismissed or he wants to know the identity of the person. Now that's scary to me, because I'm like, Jay, you mean to tell me you need to know the identity of the person? Have you done this to multiple bitches, nigga? Why do you need to know the identity to the person? And why would that be the trade-off? Either dismiss this or give me the identity? Man, Jay, what are you doing? Are you really crashing out like this right now? This is unbelievable, even for Jay, for me. I'm used to this nigga not saying nothing, bro. He got me so used to him not saying nothing. This is wild.
JayZ files a motion to reveal his rape accuser's identity after denying her sexual assault allegation. One day after the rapper, whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused.
Answer this question, fellas. And I want y'all to be honest. Be honest, fellas. There's a Jane Doe that is alleging that you raped her, okay? Do you really want to know who it is, or do you just want to beat the case? Because you should, to be honest, you got to concentrate on one. Do you want to know who it is? Press 1. Or do you just say fuck it and just try to beat the case press too? I do not understand going in court, and because this make him look bad to like survivors and shit like that, because they like, man, you going hard just to know who this bitch is. That's scary to me.
Accused in a civil suit of raping a 13-year-old girl alongside Sean Diddy Combs in 2000, Carter files a motion in New York City December 9th, requesting that the accuser reveal her name instead of filing anonymously as Jane Doe. In the motion,
I didn't say you don't have a right to face your accuser. But what are you getting at? Because you can't win that fight. You got to understand that. The one thing you got to understand, fellas, you can't win that fight, bro. Even if you didn't do it, this whole thing where it's like, you gonna now take the time to try, you're not gonna ruin her life. They're not gonna let the girl's life be ruined behind. So even if they decide to do something, which that shit's rare as fuck. It's one of them real fucked up ass situations. I just want it to be over. I don't need to know who this bitch is. She lying. Why the fuck I care? I obviously don't know her. She's lying. Especially if I got like J money too. I'm like, I don't need to know this bitch. She lying. She want my money. What are we talking about?
obtained by E! News, Carter's lawyer, Alex Spiro, writes, "Fair is fair. It is not consistent with justice, fairness, or the rules governing federal proceedings for the plaintiff and her counsel to smear JayZ's good name." The document also notes that the 55-year-old has built an impeccable reputation.
How can he have built an... See, this is where it falls apart for me. How the fuck can JayZ say he got an impeccable reputation when his claim to fame is he sold crack? Explain to me how this works. How you gonna be the world's most famous crack dealer, but then turn around and say your reputation is impeccable? Your reputation can't be impeccable from being a fucking crack dealer, my nig. Doing shit for clout. I don't even think Jay ever sold crack. Now, if Jay has to admit that he never sold crack to get up out of this, watch he do it. I don't blame him.
Adding that he has never been accused of sexual misconduct or engaged in sexual misconduct. Following the...
Okay, that's cool. But here's why it's JayZ fucking with a little girl is not that far-fetched. He was fucking with Aaliyah when she was underage. He got with Beyonce when she was underage.
Refiling of the civil suit by Jane Doe, in which she listed Carter as the previously unnamed individual she claimed raped her, along with Combs, at a house party after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards in New York.
Aaliyah was 14. That shit's not rumored, bro. If you think it's real, yeah, it's rumored because they ain't admitted it. Nigga, Beyonce, he was fucking with Beyonce before she got grown, and he was fucking with motherfucking Aaliyah before she was grown. This, it's rumored now. All this shit just be rumored. I get it, bro, but it's a little more than rumored. It's a little more. Foxy Brown's another chick that was young he was fucking with. This is, y'all young. Y'all gotta be young. Any of y'all sitting here saying that this shit is so far-fetched, JayZ fucking with a 13-year-old girl, y'all young as fuck, bro. Y'all don't even realize that he's 12 years older than Beyonce. He not only got with Beyonce before she was grown, he was 30 and shit.
Rapper released a statement emphatically denying
I'm
the
just
claims.
saying.
He said in a December 8th statement to E! News, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one.
They can't.
Whomever should commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." Carter also took aim at lawyer Tony Busby, who filed the allegations and has filed a number of similar lawsuits against Combs, accusing Busby of sending him a demand letter prior to litigation, saying that Busby had contacted Carter's own lawyer to reach a settlement. However, Busby denied the claim in a statement to E! News, saying he only sought confidential mediation, not money.
Well, you on record lying, Jay, if that's true.
Grammy winner also added that because of the suit, he and wife Beyonce would be forced to have a difficult conversation with their 3 children, telling E! News, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask..."
Are you bringing up Beyonce because, I'm just asking, you're not bringing up Beyonce like that because, you know, you want to prove to Beyonce you really didn't do nothing because she might believe you did. Man, I gotta sit my wife down and talk to her. You sure do, don't you? Jay, are you fuck with them young hoes again? Nah, you the only young bitch I love.
Questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. Prior to Carter's December 9th motion, Busby said in his statement to E! News, "As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media." For now, the lawyer is continuing to bring about several sexual abuse civil suits against Combs, who is currently in jail awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges, for which he has pleaded not guilty. He also denied wrongdoing in the sexual abuse cases filed against him. Following news of the lawsuit against JayZ, fans noticed that Beyonce's mother Tina Knowles' Instagram account appeared to like a post on the social media platform from ABC7 Chicago detailing the filing.
How Beyonce mama get caught out here? Now, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that it was just like an old person moment and she accidentally tapped the screen. I'll give her that. Bro, I can put a lot of stuff on the table. It's hard for me to believe that Beyonce mama sneaked this in Jay like this. Yeah, she said she was hacked, which made me not believe her. I'm sorry. As soon as the niggas start saying they got hacked, I don't believe you. Thank you, McFly. You telling me that they hacked you just to hit the like button, hit a like on the post? They didn't type nothing. They didn't go, yeah, that motherfucker guilty. You telling me they had access to Beyonce mama's Instagram and all they did was like a post? Nigga, I'm gonna give her benefit of the doubt. It was just an old person moment. She tapped it and didn't realize it. Trying to swipe past or something. She probably thought it was a video or something, try to make it big and like the post. But as far as you telling me that she got hacked, yeah, she got hacked by the same motherfuckers that hacked Shannon Sharp. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, they hacked my phone and hit the like button. Bitch, what? That don't even make sense.
As of December 9th, however, Knowles' account appears to have unliked the post. Beyonce's mother later stated on December 9th that her account was recently compromised.
Cap.
Not the cap.
She writes in a post shared on IG, "I was hacked. As you all know, I do not play about my family. So if you see something uncharacteristic of me, just know that it is not me."
No, that's not how that works. You can't make no permanent alibi like that. How you gonna make a permanent alibi to where if you ever say some out of pocket shit, we gotta automatically deny it because we know that's not you because it's out of pocket? Bitch, shut the fuck up. I ain't going for that. Beyonce and them go for that. I don't. This bitch says she got fucking hacked. Let's see what Dame Dash said. Because I'm sure Dame Dash said some shit today because he a clout chaser. Dame Dash has turned to one of the biggest clout chasers in the world. He ain't no better than Jane Doe. I'm like, yeah, Dame, you was fucking with underage bitches too. So we gonna say, so what, we gonna say he wasn't? Remember, in the song JayZ, in the R.I.P. Aaliyah song, he was talking about how motherfucking Dame Dash almost had to go to Bellevue over the shit. That's even worse. That motherfucker said he ain't even chasing clout. That's just bitterness. Yikes. And here's the sad part. I think he's trying to still get a comeback with just like hoping that his bitterness, like he doing interviews like Jane Doe now. Jane Doe, I'm like, nigga, so everybody was fucking all these, like you were the worst security guard ever. Jane Doe's like, yep, as soon as I turned my back, Diddy was fucking some kid, beating a bitch. I bent over to tie my shoe. Next thing I know, Diddy done threw a bitch off the balcony. Jane Doe ain't did an interview for free and will never do one for free. That's why he keeps going on the same like platforms and shit, because those are the only platforms that are paying.
Reporting live from Cape Town, South Africa for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. Sean JayZ Carter and Sean Diddy Combs have been named in a new lawsuit where the two hip-hop moguls have been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards.
I'm gonna tell you what really made me annoyed with Gene, right quick. What really made me annoyed with Gene was, okay, in the beginning, like when he was first getting on YouTube and shit like that, we knew who he was and he was telling some stories, like, cool. But what started pissing me off is every time something new comes out, all of a sudden he remembers a story that goes right along with it. Every time. Every time. I can't wait to see what the JayZ and Diddy story gonna be this weekend.
Come out to deny the allegations made against him via a Rock Nation social media account. In the statement, JayZ would note that the lawsuit was originally filed in October, which was one of the many filed by attorney Tony Busby. It would be refiled this past Sunday.
Like, what the fuck is this nigga wearing?
To include Carter. Part of the statement would read, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. To further prove his innocence, JayZ would also question why the lawsuit was filed under civil as opposed to criminal. He would continue, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims deserve real justice if that were the case. Now, Cam Capone News would get in touch with Dame Dash in a brand new interview released on Monday, the day after the lawsuit became public news. Now, although this is a new interview, the interview with Dame Dash was previously recorded. However, the timing of the release is noteworthy. In the interview, Dame was asked about JayZ being named and his possible association with Diddy. Dame's response.
I've just seen so many videos, and it just seems like so many people are trying their hardest to associate JayZ with this Diddy situation.
How hard do you have to try when we've seen JayZ be at every fucking Diddy party?
Care about JayZ.
Okay.
I sold Reasonable Doubt, so I get no fucks given. That's just, that man, whatever's going on with him is on him.
Damn, you were broke like that you had to sell Reasonable Doubt. I know you was telling everybody you was selling it for some other reason, but we know why, Dame. Dame, you fell off. And I want to feel really sorry for you, but it's hard because I remember how fucking obnoxious. A lot of people don't remember how obnoxious you were when you was at the top. And like how so many people in the industry didn't like you because you were just such a fucking asshole. Like real shit. Now you you definitely more humble now, and I feel like you learned some lessons, so I wish you the best, obviously. But bruh, you was so brash.
Oh, it is true. You know, I'm curious to know how true it is. You know what I mean? Like morally, we just don't. We weren't. It's just not the same fabric. So that's why I went and did my thing.
That I believe. Him and Jay weren't the same. And I don't ever feel like they was ever really friends.
Now, back in September, Dame will release a video titled Is JayZ Next on his own American News Network channel.
We did see the teeth.
In that video, Dame would tell his viewers he was once sued by a peer for defamation. And he would question why figures like Jack Wright were not sued for spreading false information. It should be noted that Wright was issued a cease and desist by JayZ and Beyonce, threatening to take legal action.
I forgot about that when she went on Piers Morgan. They made Piers Morgan take that shit down, which I found weird. Even then, I was like, why do y'all care that somebody's saying some shit? So what? That was weird. I forgot that they did that shit. Piers Morgan come out, yep, I had to cut that shit out. I had to cut Jag Wright part out because JayZ and Beyonce sent the cease and desist, where it's like, why? Why? And bro, y'all should have just sued the shit out of Jag. Because here's the thing about suing Jag. She ain't got nothing, but she becomes poison. Nobody else is gonna have them on their platform out of fear of you suing them because they see what you about. But they wasn't gonna do shit. Hit that like button.
Now, as stated before, the timing of the interview release is notable. Dash says he doesn't care about JayZ as he's got his own projects to worry about.
Cap.
Since the JayZ lawsuit became public, Dash has been busy celebrating the premiere of his own project, Honor Up, premiering on BET. And lately, this is what Dash has spent most of his time promoting. Now, attorney Busby would take to social media to say he will not be bullied or intimidated. The attorney didn't name a specific lawsuit while doing this, but the timing of his post points to this new case. On Instagram, Busby said, "People will see through this effort to discredit me, and my clients and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I am quite certain the sun is coming." Now, in regards to Diddy, his legal representatives would respond, calling this lawsuit a shameless publicity stunt designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them. According to ABC News, this lawsuit was originally part of many that were filed in October. Some of the lawsuits did not move forward because the plaintiffs declined to be named. This specific case was different. However, because the judge said the then 13-year-old
What song was they making and when did it come out?
showed sufficient cause to continue anonymously. So, what do you guys think about Dame Dash's response to JayZ possibly being named in an upcoming lawsuit involving Diddy? Also,
I don't necessarily think that Dame took part in shit, but I definitely think Dame knows that he knows what time it is.
So, what are your thoughts now that JayZ has been attacked? Let us know in the comments below. And stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you can receive notifications.
If you think that motherfucker JayZ did anything but take an L today and Tony Busby did anything but take a dub today, you bugging.
All of our content and not just some. Check out Hyperslow for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Cape Town, South Africa for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Well, I'm not surprised that that's kind of his response. Like, I just think he should stop. I wouldn't even be taking questions about JayZ at this point. Now, am I mad at him for doing that? Nah, I don't, but who cares at this point? Who gives a fuck? The crazy part is wondering if Jay can be able to really beat this shit. Because I don't even know what to think or feel because, man, I thought I had it all figured out. that Diddy wouldn't go down. Diddy had avoided this shit for how many fucking years, bro? And then all of a sudden, he in there and he ain't coming home. He in there and it does not look like he's coming home. He definitely ain't coming home for Christmas. He coming home for Christmas? They already said no. JayZ freaked out today. I've never seen JayZ freak out before. And this doesn't mean him freaking out could be a natural reaction to him being innocent. Okay? But it's a reaction that we ain't never seen from Jay. And Jay, he don't act like this. And I'm pretty shocked that Jay would crash out like that. Ooh, I'll take this right here. We'll pull this one up. Beyonce almost has to make a statement now. Now, I do disagree in a little bit where I feel like Jay is big enough to where these type of allegations don't ever stick until they do. Same thing with Diddy. Like Diddy's had all types of nasty allegations for years that just everybody just assumed and nobody cared about. And it's just like, when do like the people care? The police and shit. That's what a lot of the shit ends up coming down to. And JayZ seemed panicked. A nigga that's always just that's the one thing you always can give Jay is like he's kind of, it doesn't mean that he always makes the right decisions, but he always just seems to go into a decision a little more cool-headed. Like that shit seemed very shot from the hip, which ain't really what you expect from Jay. You don't expect Jay to be shooting from the hip on shit like this. But I mean, here the fuck we are. Well, if you don't learn nothing else, stay off of Demon Time. He has an impeccable reputation as a crack dealer. Got you. That's exactly how that works. Impeccable reputation as a crack dealer. Defense lawyers will say anything, bro, if you pay them. Now, here's the question. Do I respect JayZ more for saying what he said, or do I think he should have said nothing? No, I definitely think he should have said something. I just think that his statement could have been better. The only thing is, if you didn't plan on saying, I didn't do it, I don't know her, I wasn't there. If you don't plan on saying that, then I would advise you don't say anything. If you can't include a full, I don't know that bitch, I wasn't there, there's no way, it's impossible, then it's hard for me to really take what you're saying seriously. But hey, how long we been on here? Yeah, we getting ready to check this Andrew Schulz and K-Dot shit out. Andrew Schulz is out here flagrant right now. And I love it just off the strength of it makes Charlemagne look stupid. Charlemagne gonna pretend that motherfucking, he gonna pretend that K-Dot wasn't talking about Andrew Schulz or him. This nigga gonna say he thought that shit that Kendrick said in Whacked Out Murals was about Gary Owen. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that statement was stupid as fuck. You're a fucking idiot if you believe as such. You're a dumbass. You're a whole dummy if you think that you should put out a statement that doesn't deny you did it. That's the whole thing people want to hear. His statement was not well thought out of, and you just saying shit to be saying it. So that's what that is. Ain't no motherfucking way. It was so well thought out, he ain't even signed the motherfucker. That was some of the most panicked shit I ever seen. But we all entitled to our opinion. We all are entitled to it. Andrew Schulz, what's happening, cuz? You about to get in trouble.
Tactical nuke incoming!
You about to get in trouble.
I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
Yeah. No Chig Smooth in here, right?
Shout out to Chiggs.
So whatever you say.
You know Chig gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say.
We can do all of that, but what you won't do, number one, you won't be yelling in my motherfucking chat. That's number one. Number two, you won't lie on my shit either. There's nothing in that fucking statement. Let me pull the statement up for retarded motherfuckers in the back. Let's just pull the statement up, because what you're not going to do is lie. Not talking to me. Once I know you be lying, I just don't talk to you no more. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. There's not a motherfucking word in that statement that says, I don't know that girl. I wasn't there. I ain't never had sex with this person. It's not even possible. There's nothing. Why would you write all of this without saying any of that? Because you're an idiot. That's why. And because he expects people to just see that he wrote all this shit, and that's why everybody's running around. JayZ gave us strong. He definitely denied them claims. He ain't denied shit. He ain't denied shit. This nigga brought up Beyonce. He brought up the kids. He brought up Busby being a Marine. He brought up everything except, was he there that night? Because my shit would have started off with, nigga, I wasn't even there. How the fuck she saying I did something to her and I wasn't even there? Why ain't this nigga saying, okay, I was there, but there wasn't no fucking 13-year-olds. There wasn't no underage people there. We was checking IDs at the door. Yeah, calling him names, name calling, bringing, oh, I gotta sit my kids down. Nigga, did you do it or not? What you bringing your kids up for? And you brought up your kids' friends? All these people you brought up, Beyonce, kids' friends, Busby, he's a Marine, he's deplorable, he's this, that. But you forgot to even mention that you didn't do it. All right, Jay, you got it, kid. Hey, you got it, Jay. You smart, nigga. See, I actually listen to what niggas say. I'll just listen to Toad. Everybody just heard the Toad of that letter was like, ooh, JayZ. And that's why Busby came back was like, nigga, look, we gonna fight it in court, nigga. Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. This shit's outrageous, bro. But the funny thing is, JayZ ain't got no stands like the Beehive. There's a bunch of old ass niggas gonna be coming out here talking, man, Jay ain't do that in that bitch. Yeah, okay, nigga. Question is, why would a lawyer write that? Now, that's my thing. Why would a lawyer write that? Great question, Kerry. Why would a lawyer write this? You would think a lawyer would be telling him, hey, we not saying shit. No. This nigga Busby scary. Okay, we've known JayZ in the public sphere for like 30-something years now. Legit, right? Cool. Name the other lawyer JayZ's ever mentioned by name. We will always remember him mentioning Tony Busby. Who's the other lawyer? 30-something years. JayZ said he's been through a gang of this shit. Who's the other lawyer he's had to bump heads with? Why would PR write this statement? That I would like to believe somebody else wrote it, but it sounds too much like Jay grabbed his own phone and wrote that shit in a notepad and then uploaded it to the Rock Nation shit. And who gonna say something to him? Because remember, we be forgetting that Jay is like Diddy, where it's like, we didn't say this shit about Diddy. When Diddy was wild out and do some shit, we would never think that like handlers, we always felt like his handlers were always subservient to him because the word on the street is, if you didn't, Diddy was getting rid of you, right? The same can't be true for Jay. All right, let's vote on it. I just want to know because I truly can't say for sure. I don't feel strongly enough to be like, I'm sure. Do you think JayZ wrote it? Press 1. Do you think the PR team wrote it? Press 2. Or if you think the lawyer wrote it, press 3. The shit, for me personally, the shit sounded too panicked. Yeah, you're right, McFly. There is a legal procedure, but you always have the override. So me, if I hire a lawyer right now, yes, I should always conduct business with my lawyer first and talk to my lawyer first, but that don't mean I always will either, though. That don't mean I always will either. And the reason why I feel that way with Jay is I feel like Jay always talks to his lawyer and didn't this one time. This is the time I feel like he didn't. Every other time I feel like he did because he never panicked like this. This is panicking. This nigga's panicking. That statement kind of got a fight or flight tone to it. This nigga, he ain't talking about... Remember, JayZ, he's not worried about proving his innocence. He's more worried about proving that Tony Busby's a fraud. That's what he said. He said he's going to expose, he could expose that this shit is a lie, but instead he's going to expose Tony Busby. This is what Jay said in that statement. He said that. He didn't say I'm fighting against these claims, nigga. I'm going at Tony Busby, nigga. absolutely, McFly. When I say that JayZ may have like went rogue and done that shit, I can't sit here with a straight face and be like, I don't get why he would have done that. Because whether he did it or not, because I can see him panicking, like just being pissed off, even if he didn't do it, or even if he did, because none of this shit was supposed to get to him anyway. I can see him damn near firing his lawyers. I can see him, bro, I can see JayZ today being like, you niggas are fired. We knew about this bullshit, and I told y'all to get this shit handled, and now this shit is in the now my name is actually in the fucking lawsuit? Man, you niggas are fired. I can see Jay firing niggas over this. He can legit end up axing some niggas over this, so. I guess we just go wait and see. And Busby kept all that shit. Mr. Ambulance Chaser. Tony Busby was a real ambulance chaser. The moment like JayZ and them tried to sue him and shit, he'd have been on TV. He'd have called one of them press conferences. Bro, that shit was he wanted us to see that shit for some reason. He wanted us to think he was a fucking shyster lawyer. Jay took an ass beating today. We gonna find out. Okay, here's the last question. Is there gonna come a point where the feds are gonna go through Jay house and then eventually arrest him? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I don't think they got enough really to get Diddy, but if they getting ready to try to do this sex trafficking shit and say JayZ was part of it too, man. And all y'all putting one, I'd have told y'all like 5, 6, 7 months ago, man, y'all crazy. But now, like, Diddy has made the impossible possible. If Diddy is sitting in jail with no bail, all bets are off. Nah, Jay missed this shot. Jay can't go nowhere. Because at least with Russell Simmons was never as famous like that. Definitely not after the 80s, 90s. Russell Simmons wasn't famous like that no more. And JayZ fucked up his later years. He's still too hot. Yeah, he free to travel. But how he gonna leave? How he gonna tell the NFL? What is he gonna tell? He got the Super Bowl covered up. What are you gonna tell the NFL? I gotta run over here right quick. I'll be back and just don't come back. Like, what the fuck? The fuck he gonna tell the NFL? Fuck the NFL. Respect. Fuck them. Now, Kendrick. Jay got a real weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy? Certified pedophile. Nigga, Jay got a weird case. Why is he around? That better be the bar. You better put that shit in the Super Bowl version. Jay got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, 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 wop. Jay trolling like a bitch. Ain't you tired? trying to strike a chord, and it's probably Jay with a minor. First of all, JayZ gonna have to, man, but he got that, no camel. He got that for them fucking lips, bro. He can't, it don't matter if he shaved all of his hair off or nothing, nigga. Jay never said he didn't do it, just for the record. I need people to understand that before you go on with your day. Yeah, I think Kendrick and I think Drake is just putting over Kendrick on some WWE shit. Speaking of Kendrick, I definitely want to see what this motherfucker say, cause he went ape shit. He went ballistic, and I was here for it.
Hey, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Do you ever make jokes about black women? I make jokes about black women, yeah. Really? I never heard of
this lying motherfucker. Because this motherfucker got to try to thread this needle like a motherfucker. Put this thread through the smallest eye of a needle you ever seen. Because he's got to explain why he sits on a podcast with a white dude that do make jokes about black women. Now, do I have a problem with him making jokes about black women? No, because I do know he give everybody the business. That's my only requisite. Or my prerequisite. That's it. If you give the business to everybody, then I'm not going to tell you that there's a certain group of people you can't get at. But if I see that you just go with black women, then yeah, that's a problem. I can't really say that with Andrew Schulz. I've seen him go at everybody. I've seen him go at white people with the same energy. Now, Charlemagne, he in a weird position because he want to get this motherfucker money with Andrew Schulz, but he still want to be able to go on the Breakfast Club and pretend like he Wakanda forever. Nigga, how you gonna be Wakanda forever with Andrew Schulz? Andrew Schulz talk about black. You ain't never heard Andrew Schulz say nothing about no black bitches ever? Ever? You ain't Charlemagne ever, nigga? I don't even watch Andrew Schulz and I've heard it. I don't watch you niggas. I can see. Okay, everybody laugh. Cool. So, okay, we all know you was full of shit then. Okay, I'm a little more calm now.
No, I can see why you haven't heard him, because I usually do on this podcast called Brilliant Idiots once a week for the last 10 years.
The rap battle is now evolving to global verbal war, as Andrew Schulz responds to the backlash of his initial response to Kendrick Lamar referencing what we believe was Andrew Schulz in his new album, and tries to make the point that he's no different than the South Park creators who Kendrick Lamar is working on a project with. What's up, y'all? Is your man Talk This World reporting for the Chick Smooth channel? We gotta talk about this.
South Park did a whole episode about Lizzo. Hold on, you're saying South Park did an episode about Lizzo? Wait a minute, but isn't Kendrick Lamar doing a comedy with South Park?
Okay, he right. South Park quick to do some stereotypical shit, have a stereotypical black bitch or some shit like that, and that motherfucker, they will. Kendrick, you cool with that? See, that's what I'm like. That's what I was saying. The shit was like, bro, it's too much picking and choosing in hip hop now. It's like, oh, we always condemn shit unless somebody we fuck with don't. Then we okay with it.
Yes. Wait a minute, hold on. But do the laws not apply to Kung Fu Kenny? Because they're white comedians making fun of black women. I mean, I don't really
facts.
You know what's going on? I haven't really. Yo, what's happening in this world? Charlemagne, what's happening in this world? I haven't really heard about any of this. What's going on?
And she's sitting there, they all getting uncomfortable because they like, damn it, Andrew, you the white boy, you just supposed to heal. And this nigga sitting here like logically like, wait, so other white people can talk shit about black women, just not me. And I'm telling you, I don't even like Andrew Schulz. I don't think he's funny.
Apparently, rappers. Tell me where it began. Okay, rappers started telling comedians that they need to be more respectful of women. Okay, let's something that none of us thought would happen in history. Just listen to
Do you know what I mean?
What did he say?
What you talking about?
Fucking say that for years.
What, the comedians are too disrespectful
Well, everybody should just be more respectful.
I like. I think it's half and half everywhere. Like you'll find some rappers that go too far. You'll find some comedians that go too far. You'll find some comedians that try to bridge the gap and don't, and you'll find some rappers that try to elevate. It's the fake shit. Kendrick Lamar is one of them fakers to me, though. For him to be so obsessed with the idea of a black woman and he's so obsessed with it and he don't love nothing more than seeing some black woman with the stretch marks and all this shit. And then he went and married a bitch that wasn't any of that. That's weird to me. It's not weird to date outside your race and marry outside of your race. It's weird to say all of that shit and then do it. That's weird.
No, what he just said, like, oh, but he could do a show with South Park.
So the guys that created South Park are two white guys, and they've made jokes about black women.
Well, they make jokes about everybody.
Oh, my God. Hold on. What did you say?
Now, they do have a character.
What did you say?
What's the character, the black character? Token. And they do make jokes, like they did earlier this year, they did do the episode about Lizzo. They do make jokes about everybody. Like, everybody gets it on South Park. And see, that is what...
Do you know who you're talking to?
Now, I don't really know what's going on.
Well, if
I don't know.
Everybody gets these jokes.
Okay, that I know.
Everybody. Mustard gets it. Mayo gets it. Okay? Duck sauce gets it. Okay? Curry gets it. Curry gets it.
Oh, you talking about the season?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were talking about Steph one. Indian?
Oh, my Lord.
I'm talking about Indians. That's the Indians. We're doing it for each group of people. Everybody get these jokes. That's the rule.
Taylor, what's the line?
But Kendrick...
And while I don't think that nigga's funny, that's my rule. Everybody get the business. There will be no protected class. There will be no, I can talk all this shit about white people. I can't say something about, bro, I will never let you niggas punk me. Never. Never. Saying, oh, you want to get the laughing at the black people? Go ahead. Just know I'm gonna pummel the shit out of y'all when it's y'all turn, just like everybody else. Aha, man, you want to get the laughing at these hoes ain't shit? Well, you don't let the video come up when you ain't shit. Cause I will let it be known. Oh, you love when I give men the business? Well, you know what's coming for y'all too.
Got specific laws.
Kendrick
got to protect women from comedians as long as he's got an album coming out.
looking for
Listen, Kendrick's got to stand up for you ladies.
The last verse.
As long as he can profit from it. He got to stand up for you ladies.
Stop it.
Make it bigger, pause.
And then as this clip will get posted on Twitter, someone will respond, South Park goes after everyone. They're equal opportunity trolls. So then with Schulz to reply, interesting, with a laughing emoji. Andrew will then comment on Kendrick directly saying, they call him K-Dot because he reacts to jokes like he's on his period.
Oh, shit. This nigga's begging for Kendrick smoke. Which I think this is kind of for Andrew Schulz, this is a win-win situation because what they gonna do, beat him up? They gonna catch him lacking somewhere and beat him up? Like, Andrew's gotta go somewhere where they at for that, because them running down on Andrew Schulz, you don't get no cool points. You don't get no cool points from running down on this goofy.
And he will continue the short jokes, saying everyone gets these jokes. Also, Kendrick makes raps for dudes under 5'10". Kendrick fans, make sure to include your height in the comments below.
That's funny. That's actually funny.
If you don't include, I think we can assume. And then people will continue to reply to the South Park comments saying, South Park literally makes fun of everyone, but nice try. And then Andrew replied, they're starting to get it. How do you feel about all this? How seriously do you take what people say on podcasts? The verbal war doesn't have to stop at music. Comedians also battle. But do you think Andrew Schulz is punching a little bit out of his weight class? Let me know in the comment section. Peace.
Nah.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew.
Oh, let me find where this shit's at in the show.
Make it bigger, Paul. Say it on the record.
I just
making the world scared.
I've listened to it.
This isn't the biggest conversation that came from the album. Maybe on your timeline. No.
What's the big one?
The Lil Wayne one.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, the Lil Wayne stuff. Yeah.
I'm just telling you no.
No, a lot of stuff.
I'm just telling you no.
The reincarnated conversation.
What's the reincarnated one?
Oh, that was fantastic. He did
Tupac's.
He did past life regression therapy.
I'm telling you, this shit that Andrew Schulz say, flagrant. While I don't think that they are gonna do anything to this nigga, if they do, I can't say I don't get it.
Okay.
And he did a whole song. I can't
That
wait for it. He did a whole.
That shit is so. Get off my lap.
He did a whole
If I
song
found
talking
out,
about
I kick him
past
right
life.
off my lap. I go, you sit right there. Sit down.
Hold on. I think I went too far in.
Culture to be made fun of.
Right.
So this idea that like there's a one singular protected group, in my opinion, once there's
This is in the world contest, I invented.
all these things are allowed to happen, but we're allowed to make jokes. And in my opinion, everyone gets these jokes. I've traveled around the entire world making fun of people, and they come out specifically to my shows, every different race, religion, culture, to be made fun of.
Right.
So this idea that like there's a one singular protected group, in my opinion, once there's a protected group, it either means we think more or less of that group than everybody else. And once one is protected, now jokes become racist. Because now it means either you think less of everyone else so you can make fun of them, or you think less of that group so you don't make fun of them. And I don't feel that way. So everybody gets the jokes, every topic gets the jokes, and I'll stand on that till the day I...
Charlamagne, are you really on your phone in the middle of this podcast like that? Like, man, you so unprofessional.
die. I mean, this is what I do for a living. And I think it's corny when people try to police jokes in the pseudo protection of women when you've done songs with people who have beat the shit out of women. So it's like, are you protecting women?
Oh, hold on now.
Exactly.
That's a very alleged. Okay.
That's very alleged? Is it really?
No, it's
very. Not. How is it not alleged?
Dre.
Because Drake said it?
No, Dre. Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Dre did beat a bitch.
You got Dre coming out on the stage. You got Chris Brown. Like, come on, what I don't like is when we're gonna draw a line, like when you are protecting women, and also you just protecting women from white comedians' jokes. Hey, black comedians, say whatever you want about black women. That's totally fine with me. But white comedians, I'll protect you from that. Oh, what a noble cause.
Well, you had to put white on it because you said.
Why do black women deserve to not have jokes made about them? What is this? What is this about? Again, I hate when people call themselves protecting black women by making them sound like they are completely irrational. They're stupid. They're so hot-headed. And all. That's what that comes from, where you're saying that every other group of people can take a joke except black women. Black women can't tell that it's a joke. I happen to think black women are way more smarter than that. That's how I personally look at it, me personally.
Kendrick fans go.
No, he had to put white on it because that's what gets the views. That's what creates. That's what gets the views. Yeah.
No, I mean there is something to that because I mean it did create a conversation. Immediately. It created a conversation immediately. This is my only thing with all of this stuff.
The biggest combo that came out of this album drop, outside of people really enjoying the music, and there are some fucking great. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be a hater. There's some fucking awesome songs on it. Like I've listened to it.
This isn't the biggest conversation that came from the album. Maybe on your timeline.
Remember this timestamp, 2702.
Coming into that?
He's standing up for his fans. You called him out. That is so funny. What's the damn?
That's
that was
great.
Fuck you, Alex. I'm be honest with you. She called you the N-word.
That's right. Getting too comfortable. Jokes. They try to make people laugh.
What else, black woman? That's
like
I'm hearing about any of this. Journalistic podcast.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me, Andrew.
I wasn't think he's a fan.
I saw that. That's where I think he's a right.
No.
Remember Sasuke? Like everyone.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because I think something he just did. I think they just cut this motherfucker out.
That was fantastic. He did
Tupac's.
He did past life regression therapy.
Okay.
And he did a whole.
Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do to your Shut your fucking toys. Play with your fucking toys. Why I have to stop?
You're being actually mad disrespectful.
What is he gonna do if I want to make out with him? What is he gonna do? Charlamagne, be honest.
You have a daughter. Why are you talking about making out with a nigga?
Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for your family.
Oh, so you agree that he was a nigga?
You gotta do what you gotta do for your
Hold on. Taylor just fucked
Hear
my
what I
mind
just
up.
said?
Hold on. Taylor just fucked my brain all the way. You got a daughter. Why you making out with a nigga?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about making out? Yeah, you have a whole wife.
Gay people have kids too.
You're absolutely right. But are you
Well,
married
who's
to
gay in this situation?
You.
He's the one making back out with me. I'm doing it as a threat.
Here's the thing.
He's the one doing it for love.
I don't have a problem with
and
none
passion.
of it. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't have a problem with none of it. Because Kendrick can say what he wants.
No, you're right. I'm not saying.
And he can't control how Schulz responds.
Exactly.
And Schulz can't control how Kendrick responds if Kendrick responds again.
Charlamagne, they gonna beat you up too.
That's just the way the world
He's
is.
not gonna respond again because he didn't mention your name.
Exactly, he knows better. What he should
Stop
say is
saying
he
that.
wasn't talking about me.
Stop
That'd be the
saying
safest
that. No,
thing
you're
for
not
him.
worth. You're not worth the
What if we end up in a room
You're not
together?
worth the mention.
What if we end up in a room together? What you gonna do?
And I put,
That's what
his,
he's
I
saying.
put his feet in there.
He's saying you're not.
Oh no. That nigga said, what if I'm in a room with him and I put his feet in the air? What is going on?
Worth the mention.
What if
That's
I put
what
his
he's
feet in
saying.
there? What if I put his feet
You
in
want
there?
him to slap the shit out of you.
How is he gonna do that? Whose shoulders he gonna
Why
stand
not?
on?
They gonna fuck you up.
Stop playing.
No. I believe his team will fuck me up.
Like, stop.
I believe his people will fuck me up. I believe I am not a
I
tough
think
guy.
Kendrick will wash you.
I know. Kendrick will
He's
watch
a
you.
20-degree black belt, Schulz.
Listen, all right.
There's still weight classes, y'all.
So what?
Kendrick will definitely wash you, Alex.
No,
He dissed you in the song too.
But he's invoking violence. He said,
He
slide on everybody
invoked
on me.
violence on a black man and another black man. But did he invoke any violence on a white man?
Taylor said he's not a black man.
He can only say nig. But Charlamagne said that.
He said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. I know Alex Media worked for them.
Yo, but
I love like this is, and bro, to threaten somebody, to threaten another man with rape is wild. Just in my opinion.
I love how you
could be
running
wrong.
from this smoke, Charlie. You know he talking about you too, but you running. You is running scared, boy.
Way to call Charlamagne out. Nigga, he talking about your bitch ass too.
He talking about me.
Son.
Well, I wasn't on the couch with him and the two guys that said I'm just
Son, you've been next to this guy for over 10 years.
That was good. I like how you made it very.
Yeah.
Charlamagne tried to be like, nigga, I wasn't there when he said the one shit. Nigga, you the co-host with him for a decade, nigga. Like,
Clear that you are not on.
Hey, Charlamagne, I don't think
Here's my thing. I agree that if you're a comedian, you have I don't want to say license because that's not the right word, but you have the license to make jokes about any and everybody. Since when
nigga, you got the right to do that whether you're a so-called comedian or not, bro.
police comedians? And by the way, if you don't like the jokes, you have every right to say it. You can rap about it, you can protest about it, you can be offended, you can tweet about it, you can do all of that shit.
Exactly. Let Biden say that shit and not vote for him. That'd be my thing, is let people say what they want to say, and then you decide if you fuck with them. This thing where you go, I want to police them for, nah, don't do that. Let them say what they want to say, and it makes your decision on whether or not you're going to fuck with them easier. That's it.
Andrew was a person who only was constantly making jokes about one group of people, it would be different.
100%.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, there are people who call themselves comedians that oftentimes use it as a smokescreen to just say some really fucked up, dumb, shitty jokes that are probably racist or hateful.
Yeah.
And that sucks, and that's just bad comedy. But if you're being honest, like if we're all sitting here being honest, and anybody even online that knows anything about me is being honest, you don't believe that.
You're equal opportunist.
Exactly. It's like,
I have to admit that, yes, while I don't think he's funny, I do know he goes at everybody. I've seen a comedian that probably would only go on Fox News, or comedians that will probably only go on, left-leaning stations, MSNBCs and shit. And I've seen some that just don't give a fuck all the way around. I do get that from Andrew Schulz, and I don't even think the nigga's funny.
you've seen me make fun of everybody, and not only do I make fun of everybody, I'm going to your house to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I made
what do they don't believe about you?
What's that?
What are you saying? Like they don't believe what?
That I'll have sex with Kendrick if he wants
Man,
that.
shut the fuck up. What was that?
Your house to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I made
what do they don't believe about you?
What's that?
What are you saying? Like they don't believe what?
That I'll have sex with Kendrick if he wants
Man,
that.
shut the fuck up.
No, he's gonna get sexed up.
The fuck
Hey, if he,
up.
because what he's doing is he's flirting. He's doing, it's called what is it? What are those pickup guys? You say it again, because I don't want to say it on this podcast.
Negging.
Okay, yeah. And it's like he's trying to like insult me to make me attracted to him. It's like, yo, it's working, and you might get it.
Why do you think?
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
So let me get this straight, Andrew Schulz. You taller and bigger than Kendrick Lamar. So your thought process is that he's not easy to beat up. He's easy to rape?
He's
You
gay.
might get it. You might get it, pumpkin.
Why?
You might get it, pumpkin.
Why are
I
you
think
trying?
two things can be true at the same time. You guys are all entitled to say what you want in regards to being offended or liking.
But you
or
got to
not
deal with the consequences.
But you got to deal with the consequences,
And at
which
the
is,
same-
it turns me on.
Yeah.
So that's just what it's gonna be. Is what it's gonna be.
This is why you shouldn't joke with white comedians.
No, don't
It's
joke with
different
Andrew.
The type of shit they gonna do.
It's Andrew. Not, I don't think it's all white
Charlamagne, low-key facts.
comedians. It's really just Andrew.
It's really all comedians. They're gonna make a joke out of anything.
But that's their job.
That's their exactly.
Like, how you upset
all I'm
about them
saying.
doing their
I'm
job?
not upset.
He's
but I
not
feel
upset.
Like,
He wasn't talking about me. He wasn't
well,
talking
he
about
didn't say
me.
your name, Ben. He
This
was
is hard
definitely
for me to
talking
process
about
because
you.
I've never heard about any of this shit till the moment.
You a fucking liar, nigga. Everybody's just laughing like, why do you keep lying like this?
I didn't hear about any of it. I didn't even, when I heard the song, I didn't even
You
think
came in
Andrew.
and said, "Play my song."
They told me today. I'm worried about my special that we taped over the weekend. Thank you so much, everybody who came out. Coming up on Netflix soon. I'm just
How many
saying,
people
I'm
gonna be
worried
offended
about
by the
that.
special?
Who? A decent amount. No, actually, you've seen it. I think
That's why I love this material, because this material, whatever you think you're going to get from Andrew Schulz, you're not going to get.
I think that's a good.
It is very self-deprecating.
Yeah.
You talk about
In
Kendrick?
a great way.
Yeah, I
made me
I just
cry.
went through a very.
See that? And that's why he's going to win an Emmy. But I doubt it because the liberals aren't going to allow it.
They probably won't.
What?
But that's okay. I'm not doing it for that. But it's yeah. I've made
If
fun
all
of-
is fair, Andrew Schulz wins an Emmy. If all is fair and there's nobody.
So understand, this is what Kendrick Lamar was talking about in that song, Charlamagne. This shit you doing for Andrew Schulz right now? This is exactly what Kendrick was talking about.
Nobody's upset, because of Trump being on flagrant or whatever the fuck it is, or they heard Andrew's an offensive comedian who offends everybody. If everything's fair, he wins the Emmy for this.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I've been saying that for months. I've seen it twice already.
Thank you very much. Yeah, but whatever. If it happens, that's great. If it doesn't happen, I'm very grateful that I even got to put it out. And yeah, it was really cool. Worked really hard. I think, I don't know, I've made fun of people around the world for my whole life, and this is a good time for them to laugh at something I went through and my wife went through, and us trying to have a little baby and having some difficulties.
Man, bro, Charlamagne, what makes me so mad is I just be like, nigga, pick a side. You'll sit here and be caping for motherfucking Andrew Schulz, and then somebody white will say something that literally can't even be considered about black people. You'll get that nigga donkey of the day. But then has Andrew Schulz ever got donkey of the day? He has said some flagrant ass shit.
With that, so yeah, so I think
You
this
should
is.
put me in it.
Say again?
You should put my line
I
in it.
know, you killed me. Oh my God, when I was at my lowest moment, bro, she stomped on me.
No reason.
She stomped on me. But what I say?
People didn't even know your wife was pregnant.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah, we were still
y'all
struggling.
Were trying, yeah.
So y'all niggas, nah, I ain't about to watch y'all whole podcast, nigga. Hey, Charlamagne, that was a good job steering him away from Kendrick, but he already said he gonna fuck him.
So hard doing everything to get pregnant, and she said, I was like, yeah, I could beat you in a race, and she was like, yeah, I'm faster than your sperm can swim.
And that's why Kendrick said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, because that's what happened.
Even she just called you out. Look at Charlamagne's face. He mad the motherfucker. He like, bitch. Nigga, he mad as fuck. Nigga, look at Charlamagne's face. Oh, he mad as fuck at that. Charlamagne mad the motherfucker, man, bitch. Andrew's like, yeah, exactly. He lets me get away with everything. Hey, Charlamagne, I would say that you don't owe black women shit, except you always are the one screaming this shit. I don't know why you ain't checked Andrew yet. I really don't.
Pregnant, and she said, I was like, yeah, I could beat you in a race, and she was like, yeah, I'm faster than your sperm can swim.
And that's why Kendrick said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, because that's what happened.
He was giving me advice.
That's a good perspective.
He was just like, yo, he's looking out for me.
That's the smartest thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Shut the hell up.
That is.
Now,
that was a great perspective. Now that is a reason.
Now you hit me up after that line, because my family was going through it. Yeah. And
what, the Kendrick line?
No, he hit me up
fucked up the family
after the Taylor.
Kendrick made the house hot?
After the Taylor line.
Oh.
Yeah. And it made the house hot. I had to explain to my wife who Kendrick Lamar is.
That's not true.
Hey, nigga, you ain't shit. That was petty to the motherfucker, nigga.
I swear to God. She goes,
really?
I swear to God, she has no clue. White people don't really know Kendrick. I know it sounds crazy, but they don't really know Kendrick that much.
I don't believe
They do.
They
though.
don't.
He has such a big white fan base.
Because he brings them on stage to say the N-word. It's like a fun experience. That's the only reason. No, I'm telling you.
He actually scoring on Kendrick right here. That shit actually a little funny. I'll give you that, Andrew. This is the funniest I've ever seen you, Andrew. I wonder if it's gonna cost you though.
Happened one time.
Like, nigga, your motherfucker, you can miss me that your wife don't know who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is, nigga. You go try to blame this shit on WPS. Nigga, I don't know any white people who don't know who Kendrick is. Do I believe that white people know all his shit? Maybe even know all the... No, I don't believe... Nigga, Kendrick's already been at the Super Bowl. Kendrick done had motherfucking songs during the NBA Finals and shit like that. Like, Don Cheadle did a video. White people love Don Cheadle, nigga. What's like... All right, bro. You being petty. I ain't mad, bro. Whatever, bro. You got it. Comic Girl, what's happening?
In white circles.
Happened one time.
In white
What's up, Demisha? Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button. We good?
circles. It's a thing that white people talk about. They're like, yo, we got to get those Kendrick tickets. We get to say the word. He's going to bring us on stage. This is our chance.
Now white people only go to Kendrick so they can go on stage and say nigga on stage. That's funny to me. That's funny because he has to be joking because there's no way any white person is that fucking crazy.
Kendrick, you see what you did?
Kendrick, come over here, comb my hair, yo.
That's out of bounds. Hold on, Nicky, wait. Time out. Did he just tell this nigga to come over here and comb his hair? I can't even say that's a white people insult. Like, what the... what this nigga told Kendrick to come over here and comb my hair. Nigga, I'm confused. I'm literally... shout out to Andrew Schulz, bro. You really called a nigga off guard with that one, nigga. Like, I don't know what to think, nigga. That nigga said, Kendrick, come over here and comb my hair. Nigga, what? Yeah, and there's some black people that don't know K-Dot. But for this nigga to be like, if you want to try to tell me the norm is that most white people don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, that's wild. That's not true. That's not true. If that was the case, he wouldn't do the Super Bowl. They would not let any rapper that white people aren't familiar with do the Super Bowl. Look at all the black artists that have gone. They've all been very big with white people. Big Boy from Outkast, because Outkast is a very big group of white people, even before they did like their crossover shit. That's how they knew they could do some of the crossover shit they did. You know, Michael Jackson, Usher, 50 Cent. Like they just don't put rappers that white people don't know, because that would be dumbass marketing, because it ain't majority black people watching the Super Bowl. So for this nigga just be like, I had to explain, and this nigga works in entertainment. He's friends with Charlamagne the God and all. So he's not even just a regular white person. Yeah, I get like, yeah, sometimes like when I talk to my wife about this shit, I gotta kind of explain to her who a channel is, or maybe show her a clip or some shit like that for her to kind of remember who I'm talking about. That's one thing. But the big YouTubers, like if I went in there and said Charlamagne, she wouldn't need to know. She wouldn't need to learn who this is. If I went in there and said Abba and Preach, she wouldn't, you know, the big people she know. Kendrick's been up there mentioned near Drake for what, like 5 years now? Do I think more white people know Drake than Kendrick? Of course. But the way he's trying to play it, nah.
Kendrick, come over here.
Kendrick gonna fuck you up.
Part of that shit.
Kung Fu King
Just
gonna
Kendrick.
fuck you up.
Just Kendrick.
No,
not his team.
Not
security.
You gotta deal with all the PG Lang.
No.
You gotta deal with all
see
the
what I'm
PDs.
wearing?
I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them.
No.
I am not tough. I am
No.
not a tough
Anyway,
guy.
no.
I am not a tough guy.
No.
You gotta check in LA now.
I'm not a tough guy. I'm just letting everybody know I'm not a tough guy. But
Extortion your middle name soon as you hop off that plane, bitch.
I'll snuggle. Why'd you call me bitch?
Why'd you call me bitch?
Yo,
Part of the song.
he called you that word that rhymes with noon.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
He
did.
called you that right to your
about
face.
Alice Media.
No. Yes, he did, nigga. Yes, he did. Bro, Charlamagne is such a... Bro, Charlamagne would have never got famous if he acted like this. What got Charlamagne famous was he was like Andrew. He was the black Andrew Schulz. Saying out of pocket shit, not giving a fuck. Now this nigga, bro, he got caught cheating on his bitch and he changed, bro. I promise you. That changed Charlamagne.
He's talking about
He told people to
The
slide
two
on you.
twins that helped Jussie Smollett lie to the world.
He might have talked about them
Let me
too.
see. Let me
What?
read it.
Yeah, read that again,
Did
bro.
anybody reach out to you and be like, hey, you know,
Oh, can
you
I
said
just
this?
No, this is
Can I just say one thing?
This is why I think you're talking about Alice.
Just real
This
quick,
one
just
line.
real quick,
Okay,
real
okay.
quick. One thing. You asked me like, yo, do you want to cut that line? Because you were looking out for me. You know we were really going through it. And I said what I said to you.
You said it was funny. Just tweak some of it because people didn't know your wife was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think.
this is the reason I
Hold on,
would've
hold on,
cut-
real
You
quick.
wanted to keep the majority.
I said keep the line. Just
Yeah.
don't let them know that we're struggling to get
I
paid.
said
exactly,
take the line out.
Look, and you were saying, and I said keep it in. It's a
Not 'cause
funny
of you.
joke. Oh,
Because of your wife.
yes,
Exactly.
And that's what people got to realize about jokes. When you're making a joke of that magnitude, it's
There's
not
other
really
people
just about
affected.
Andrew. That's
Exactly,
right.
my wife
That's
is
right.
pissed off right now.
Yeah.
What, the Taylor line?
No, because I've been talking about maybe fornicating with Kendrick, and that's something that makes her feel uncomfortable. She don't want this love getting spread around.
So what's the
She don't
line?
want this love getting spread
What's the
around.
line about Alex?
Oh, he said the
Homo.
N-words that coon, but that's not the line. It's the N-words that's being groomed.
That's a little weird.
But that's why I think he's talking about you.
But that's weird.
How you getting groomed? He's a
Yeah.
40-year-old man. He's 50 years
Hey,
old.
hey.
He's a 7-year-old man.
Hey,
He's
hey,
talking,
hey.
no, could you get your nails done?
He's going back to his bag of tricks.
That's what he's talking about.
She gets one good one a show.
She's right, though. She's right. It's I think he's talking about you with the groom thing.
God, Kendrick has so many Easter eggs in his
He
music.
did say slide on both
Oh, he's
of
got
them,
so
though.
many secrets in there,
He said
guys.
slide
Let's
on
figure
both
them
of them.
out.
Who's the both of them?
You and you.
Yep.
I've never thought Charlamagne the God was ever funny or anything, but I do know that his persona was not this like rollover bitch. Like his persona, he would have actually, if he felt like Kendrick Lamar, like how he feel now, he's too much of a centrist now. Like, he would have checked Kendrick like, hey, nigga, you can't, like, I'll say what I want type shit. That used to be how Charlamagne was. And that was his whole claim to fame. His whole claim to fame was he talked shit. Now he's like the biggest pussy in media. He don't want to be held down on anything. And everything's subject to change, but then he'll do donkey of the day. Be wrong as fuck on that, won't come corrected, nothing.
He's trying to tell people to slide.
Oh yeah, Birdman checked the fuck out of him. Now I loved every moment of that.
But you were there in spirit.
I didn't even hear about it the other day. I didn't even hear about it.
He did. You just talked about it all on Breakfast Club. You just talked about it on all your platforms, but you didn't hear it.
I never talked about this because I never heard about it.
You know what he said to me? But he didn't say anything. He said, good luck at your Netflix special. He said, I'm looking out for you. I'm praying for you. I hope it goes great. That's what he said to me. That's what a good friend says to me. You know what you said to me?
Yep.
We got a hit.
All right, anyways.
Ever ate Captain Crunch and proceeded to pour water in it? Pulled over by the law, you riding dirty? No, you can't argue with them, then make it to be a star, bare your soul, and put your heart up in it?
First of all, back up. Nobody got the name brand cereal and no milk. You got the bootleg cereal and no milk, but nobody got the name brand cereal and no milk. This motherfucker is fake.
That nigga's stupid as fuck for that. Nigga, you corny.
Man, you corny.
Who actually sits and watches this shit every week? Like this, like, how many fucking views these niggas be getting on their shit? They got 400,000 subscribers. And they be getting like anywhere from 300 to 700,000 a stream. For what? I guess I'll miss it. Charlamagne, he's such a fucking wet noodle. He ain't gonna give no true opinion on shit. This girl goofy as fuck. And then Andrew Schulz calls himself carrying the show while just telling a bunch of corny jokes, just rapid fire corny jokes. And you mad at Kendrick for dissing you in the song, so now you like, well, if I catch you without your security, I'ma rape you. What kind of shit is this? Now, as far as Andrew Schulz, do I think he, quote unquote, should be quote unquote allowed to make jokes about black women? Bro, he can do what he want, bro. On my personal preference, it don't matter to me anyway because I don't like the nigga comedy, period. But if he's going at everybody, then why can't he? I need a good argument. If we can really prove that he goes at everybody, then how come he can't go at them? But I really don't give a shit because I'm like, why do black women give a fuck what this weird ass nigga think? I sure as shit don't. I don't give a damn what this nigga think. And then if I'm one of them people that thinks that Andrew Schulz is racist, what planet am I on to where I give a fuck what a racist white person thinks about me? Like, I don't give a fuck. Now, I will say this, white people. Some of y'all are fucking with motherfucking Charlamagne the God because he be making y'all feel like he's a real black representative. Like he said, bro, going to K-Dot concerts, going on stage saying nigga. Cause Charlamagne only be fooling, like I don't think he fools the majority of white people. He just only be fooling lefties. Like a lot of his, like the bulk of his white support comes from politics. Period. That shit comes from politics. Good night, Napa. Great to see you. Make sure you eat a taco tomorrow. Is Kendrick gonna do anything about it? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Andrew does this with Charlamagne, but he would never come at someone like Cat Williams like this. It's about what he thinks he can get away with saying around who. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. It's like, I don't know how to feel about that because Cat Williams don't play that type of shit. Like, Cat Williams is also equal opportunist, too. I've heard Cat Williams joke about black people and joke about these people, and he knows when shit's being extra. Now, maybe Cat do feel so. I think a lot of the shit with Andrew Schulz is kind of like he's just kind of blackballed with black people as a whole, to where it's just kind of like it ain't even worth it defending the motherfucker in any way. It's not really worth it to come out and be like, man, he can say what he want, man. Charlamagne won't even say it while still sitting on the show with him, which is weird. He kind of said it, but I'm like, this nigga don't even, he want to act like he didn't know if Kendrick Lamar was talking about them. That he was talking about us? Yeah, nigga, he was talking about y'all whole ass niggas. Like, stop playing, bitch. Man, everybody fell for Breakfast Club in the beginning. And Charlamagne them slowly changed once they got bought out by bro. When Charlamagne, you know, when I was officially done with Charlamagne, when that nigga let Hillary Clinton say she keep hot sauce in her purse, nigga. When he let her say that shit and didn't check her motherfucking ass, I was done, bro. I was like, oh, you a straight bitch. You a straight self, nigga. That was it for me. That's one of the most viral fucking embarrassing moments that Hillary Clinton had running for president. And Charlamagne let that shit happen. What do you always have in your bag? I always keep hot sauce in my bag. Bitch, what did you just say? Wait, you don't remember the Hillary Clinton hot sauce? This is, bro, of things I never thought I had to do in 2024. This is the second time I've had to, bro, I've always had to pull up a motherfucker. This is the second time I've had to pull up a Hillary Clinton clip. The last one was worth it, so we'll see if this one is.
Tactical nuke incoming!
No more questions? He said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce. No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Wait, hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Nigga, did you see Angela Yee look away? Watch how Angela Yee was shitty.
No more questions? They said no. She
Watch
has to go.
Angela's
What's
face.
something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Stop it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
I saw it. And then that's Charlamagne's response. Are you getting information right now? Nigga, y'all niggas y'all didn't even, bro, I'd have checked Hillary, nigga. Angela Yee got her own YouTube channel. She interviewed Tiffany Henry earlier in the year. And that's been about it. Hot sauce in the bag. And she laughing in y'all face. And Charlamagne, she's sitting there looking like a fucking walrus and you ain't even do nothing.
Hot sauce in my bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The answer is no. It's not working on me. Is it working? What? And Charlamagne, and they didn't do nothing. She said that shit, and Charlamagne basically let that ride. The bitch said, so is it working? No. So yeah, that was a big deal when she was running. She said that goofy ass shit like an idiot. And motherfucking... And of course, Charlamagne was there to make sure it happened. So they finally made an arrest in the CEO murder. Which I don't believe this shit at all. I'm gonna just keep that shit a stack. I ain't gonna lie. That's really all I gotta say on the matter. Outside of that, I don't really have nothing else to say. Like, nigga, I don't believe you niggas. This nigga just running around. And they caught this nigga at a McDonald's. What? Wait, you need to see what you said? You need to see that again? Like, okay.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
Bitch, are you for real?
Like, she said that shit right to, bro. All of them niggas sat there and let that bitch say that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. You need my vote and you need me to help you get these votes, and you think you go come here and say some goofy shit like this in front of me? Bitch, I still gotta work here after you leave. They want me to believe this nigga was staying in a fucking hostel with people with a mask on the whole time, so nobody could. Let me see this so I can get the fuck out of here tonight.
Police say the manhunt is over for the gunman in the brazen ambush murder of a health insurance CEO on a sidewalk in
And they got all these just cinematic, everything is cinematic with this nigga. Nothing is grainy. Everything is just in the most 4K shit ever seen.
Town Manhattan. The search came to an end at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania where someone...
Now, real talk, Carrie, I love Franks. I love Franks. But shut the fuck up, Hillary.
Recognized the widely publicized face of the accused killer and called police.
Tonight, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is charged with murder in the slaying of CEO.
Nigga, that's a fake name like a motherfucker. Luigi Mangione. And I see this shit scrolling at the bottom. We need to talk about that too. That chick that died at Disney, the Disney influencer that died over a food allergy, when she was at an event, she told them about her food allergies and they fed her the wrong shit anyway and she died. You follow him on IG. Here we go. Luigi Mangione. Is he related to Chuck Mangione? So him and Chuck Mangione made an album in the 80s. All right, I got you.
Brian Thompson, police say they found a gun and a mask linking Mangione to the ambush slaying, as well as a 3-page document with writings suggesting that Mangione had ill will toward corporate America.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us now with the latest developments in the fast-moving investigation. Mary Beth.
Sharon Micah, Luigi Mangione was captured and charged with murder on the same day of Brian Thompson's funeral. Now, in addition to murder...
See how many coincidences in this shit?
He's been charged with forgery and gun charges in both New York and Pennsylvania. Tonight, he's being held in a Pennsylvania state prison without bail.
How's he already in prison? Man, what is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? Did y'all put a hit out on this motherfucking nigga and this is just a fall nigga he's gonna somehow be out of jail when he get there? We ain't gonna never see him after the so-called trial and we'll just assume. You know how many people that we assumed are still locked up that the government done shuffled out of prison?
Pennsylvania police take a handcuffed Luigi Mangione into custody.
Luigi Mangione, nigga, you just made that shit up.
26-year-old is believed to be the man.
What is your name, sir? Luigi Mangione. Nigga, get your ass on the ground.
Down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lie, or he was a hitman. Like, this nigga surgical with this motherfucker.
In New York City last Wednesday, authorities say an employee at this McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, called police after someone recognized Mangione. Police found him sitting in the back of the restaurant with a backpack and...
You mean to tell me you the hottest nigga on... Wait. I told y'all from Jump Street that this nigga wanted to be seen. I was like, for some reason, this nigga just wants to be seen. This nigga rode that bike, chilling. This nigga, they caught this nigga eating at the back of a McDonald's, bro. Nah, nigga. Y'all dropped this nigga off and then came right back around to pick him up like this. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Y'all dropped this nigga off 2 blocks away. Yeah, just go to that McDonald's down there. Then, yeah, just give us the signal and we'll come in and get you. Bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't believe this shit. Not how they telling me.
Laptop, eating breakfast.
That male was asked to remove his face mask, and officers immediately recognized him as a suspect.
Police say he began to shake when they asked him if he'd been to New York recently.
That male was asked for a form of identification. He then provided a fake identification card out of New Jersey.
So Luigi Mangione still can be fake.
They believe that's the same Jersey ID that Mangione used to check into a hostel.
This nigga wanted to be on camera, nigga. Look at this nigga.
In New York, authorities say inside his backpack, they found numerous fake IDs, a loaded Glock magazine, and a ghost gun and silencer made with a 3D printer.
We're done here. Like, how did he get this nigga got a ghost gun? Where is he getting this artillery that you, bro? He had that fucking assassin silenced pistol shit he had. This nigga, bro.
Possibly the gun used in the killing of Thompson. Police
he killed that nigga with a ghost gun.
He also had $8 grand in cash and a manifesto denouncing the healthcare industry.
That's too convenient. No, I don't believe none of this shit. I don't believe a damn thing they said. He gave him a fake ID while having the motherfucking manifesto on him.
Not the cap.
In some dark corners, this killer is being hailed as a hero. Hear me on this. He is no hero.
Authorities say in an online site called Goodreads, he expressed interest in the Unabomber's manifesto, calling him a political revolutionary. Mangione comes from a prominent Maryland family. His grandfather created a real estate empire, including holiday resorts.
So you plugged in, you ain't no regular nigga. You not some regular nigga that just got radicalized by Twitter.
Country clubs, a radio station, and nursing homes. One of Mangione's cousins is a member of the Maryland House of Delegates.
He getting out. They already done snuck this nigga out the back door. This nigga ain't going to. He getting ready to do life over this shit. No, this was a hit. They got little homie to do this hit. Nah, it's just this too much. This too much connections, bro. Look. Obviously, I'm lying. I'm probably lying anyway.
Mangione went to the Gilman School, one of the top prep schools in the country. He graduated valedictorian in 2016.
Thank you for all the time and love you put into our...
He graduated valedictorian.
lives.
Now, if you were getting a spy, you know what? Don't worry about it.
You've instilled values in us.
A former classmate describes him as brilliant and well-liked.
He was a very popular person in the class, had a lot of friends.
Who the fuck is that? I can't even vouch for who the fuck this is talking, nigga. These niggas trying. This is the nigga vouching for this nigga. A nigga afraid to let us even know what his actual fucking voice sounds. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah, it's just shocking that.
Yeah, he on the phone with Deep Throat. Yeah, that was my nigga.
He would commit such a heinous act.
Mangione got both a bachelor and master's degree in computer science in just 4 years at the University of Pennsylvania.
Smartest nigga ever. But he couldn't be. Oh, y'all niggas, y'all not slick, nigga.
He also has ties to California. He once worked in Santa Monica at True Car, which is a digital marketplace for cars, but left in 2023. In 2019, he worked as a head counselor at Stanford University for its pre-collegiate studies program.
Stop the fucking cap, bro.
His most recent address was in Hawaii, where he lived in a co-living space for remote workers. R.J. Martin was his roommate. He says Mangione was into fitness, but did complain of back issues.
He was just always a kind person, great listener.
Everybody's got glowing recommendations for this. Everybody fuck with this nigga except the CEO.
Somebody that, you would enjoy having a cup of coffee with. And I just can't imagine that this is the same person.
And on behalf of the Mangione family, the cousin who's a Maryland state lawmaker says they're shocked and devastated by the arrest and offer prayers to Brian Thompson's family. Micah?
This is alleged. Y'all caught him with a ghost gun, the manifesto, but this nigga was just eating in a McDonald's. Like, I'm confused. So was he smart or not?
Mary Beth, thank you.
Like, I thought this nigga was a genius, but he did all this genius ass shit. He evaded the cops, everything, got the fuck up out of there, gone. And how did he get caught up? Did they kick in some door? They trace him to some bitch house or something? No, this nigga's sitting in a McDonald's. Stop fucking playing with me. They found a manifesto. This nigga sitting at McDonald's with a manifesto, a ghost gun, a magazine that's full, and $8,000 in cash. Bro, who the fuck y'all niggas think y'all talking to, man? I'm just not going for it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But I don't like the way this shit smell. This shit don't smell right. I didn't think, bro, I'm glad you said that. When I paused at that spot, I was thinking that to myself, like, man, I don't even really think that looked like him all the way. I don't think they look like him all the way. It's possible. And why he got this suicide vest on? What that nigga wasn't suicidal? This shit weird. That's what I'm saying. This shit, the nose looks extra bulbousy right here. And it could be a little right here, but that shit looks a little more stronger than there. And even if it is him, I don't think he gonna serve a damn. They already talking about he in prison already. How the fuck is he in prison? They ain't even stopped by the jail. Nothing. He just gone straight to prison to go to court. What? Okay. Okay. Nigga, JayZ in trouble. They done caught this nigga. 2024 ending with a bang, bro. I hope you done stayed out of trouble. I hope you ain't running around lying. Nigga, we gotta watch this shit about Lachey Hinton this week too. We got a couple things we need to watch. JayZ done fucking clogged up the internet with his fucking alleged antics. Yeah, he already seen the judge, no bond, all of this shit already. And he's sitting in prison. That don't. They act like he killed a cop, or like he didn't kill no cop. This is just a murder. This ain't nothing but a regular. I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but this is just like a. I don't. Never mind. It seems like it's some sort of political play involved, but you know what the fuck do I know? What do I know? No priors. This nigga's a genius, valedictorian. Everybody loved him. Nobody has a bad story to say about this nigga. Nobody say that, man, lately he started acting anything, nothing. And then this nigga kill a motherfucker in cold blood and then go get caught eating at a McDonald's. Man, that shit just seems weird as fuck to me. And watch, we'll never get to hear his side ever. Ever. What, they about to have a big ass, TV trial over this nigga? I hope, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. They said that nigga was running a group at Harvard, like he was mentoring some motherfuckers at Harvard. It's like, man, what the fuck? Well, I get, yeah, okay, Demisha, I feel you on that. My only problem is if that's really the case, we in a place now where I truly believe like some of this shit don't show. And I don't mean like it shouldn't be mentioned, but I don't think you should make it this big a deal, because the more they doing this shit, the more they are influencing others to maybe try it. It ain't like they done beat this nigga up or none of this shit. This nigga just is all happening quietly. And then And then it don't help when you sit and go, damn, I wouldn't be so stupid as to do exactly what he did and then get caught at a McDonald's. I'd have got up out of the country. I'd have did all the shit he did. I don't know how he didn't just get up into Canada. They said he got several IDs. I'm sure one of them was probably to get over the water. Yeah, but when they do the steroids, at least people remember times where they got mad over some shit and maybe got a little too mad. He'd never seemed mad. None of this shit seemed upsetting. It seemed too bro. The shit was extremely calculated. He completely calculated how to get away, how to kill a motherfucker in public, in a busy downtown, and just shoot a motherfucker, and then was able to get out of there without. He was able to dodge all of them fucking cameras. He knew how to get away from the cameras whilst getting away from downtown at the same time. And did it. And got out of state. And then magically just get caught at a McDonald's in another state. They didn't get him on a random police stop. It wasn't a random, oh man, he just crapped out. Nah, this nigga was sitting in a McDonald's in the back of it eating, almost like he was waiting to get picked up. Craziness. Yeah, he come from money, which means that he had access to money. He could have clapped that nigga and been gone. It's crazy he didn't. It's crazy he didn't. But shit, I'm gonna put a period in it here. We'll be back tomorrow. Guess y'all update y'all on Jay and whatever else we got. Lachey Hinton, this chick that be on TikTok. This shit, we gotta watch this shit. This shit gonna make you mad. It made me mad. But it is what it is. But for now, say goodnight to your boy. Hit that like button. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, all that shit. We here 6 days a week. That's what we do. JayZ just happened to be the topic today. And shit, he might be tomorrow, depending on what the fuck happened. This nigga really filed a motion to dismiss while trying to throw Diddy up. But man, all the celebrities, we not alike, nigga. They not like us, huh, Diddy? Or no Diddy, no Jigga, no Camel. Whatever, nigga. Cleeg, Kendra, Carrie, KS Dub, Janice, Josu, Demisha, Jerry, Regina, the real Magnolia, Comic Girl. God is great. You already know. I love y'all to death. I'm gonna be right back. We gonna be right back. We gonna be right back. But then again, I'm probably lying.
Y'all see it. Yeah. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook. A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities and all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. this mess.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Oh, Kendrick.
What's up?
There, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Clee and whoever else listening.
All right, sick. Why
Abby
you guys
just
come
sent me the
inside?
motion. It's time for us to send something off.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have baby in here, right?
Somebody in trouble. God is great.
Set the mood right. If you are, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
Regina, I think I'm close to like maybe like 200.
Barely.
Something like that. I gotta pull up something new tomorrow. I really want to drive something new tomorrow. So I will.
And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with.
Trapping a long time.
Those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know
Hey, but this is different though, Clee. I welcome that talk in this land. I wish 12 would pull up asking me anything about my shit. They know what time it is. They better come with 5 stars or don't even come.
But only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
I don't think there's a song that's easier to dance to than this one. Ow.
Yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Crushed it. God is great. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to the whole squad. Let's go to work then.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't
Jess.
want to hurt myself.
You got a pee? It's all right.
No,
You
you
got
gotta
it,
go.
Jess.
You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay. Just
You're good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
fall
side.
on your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep.
Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go. Turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.
Careful.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.